glass of liquor.
Oh yeah, definitely.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to episode number 49. Very special episode of Two Nobodies with the Mic. We are live on YouTube. Guys, we are an interactive show, so please show us some love, or don't show us some love, but interact, chat live. Our producer, Eddie Money, here will get back to us. We have a very, very special show dedicated to a very close family friend. As you can see, I'm sporting Dolphins gear. Gabe here is wearing the sweet-ass Waddle jersey. We have the Tua jersey. If you guys haven't heard, last Saturday, a very close friend of ours, more specifically, a very close friend of my oldest daughter, Brianna, and best friend and best man, Michael Brown, who everyone knows I have great affection for. But his best man at his wedding, Deputy Ryan Klinkenbroomer, was murdered last Saturday, and we wanted to make sure that we honor him, not just tonight, but this show is dedicated to him. But we are going to try to integrate him into everything, every part of our life, to honor him and make sure that he will never be forgotten, and you will never be forgotten, Ryan. Ryan and he's been a part of our fantasy football league since the inception. Michael and Ryan grew up right next to each other when Michael Brown moved to Castaic. His parents and the Klinkenbroomers were right next door, so they hit it off when they're in the 4th grade. And the relationship goes very deep. So, when I meet this guy, Michael Brown, right, trying to date my daughter, and you know me, Rafa, I'm a tough nut to crack. But he grew on me. And then when I saw who he hung around with, because show me who you hang around with, and I'll tell you who you are. Yes or yes?
Yes, sir.
So I met Ryan for the first time. Actually met his little brother when I coached with the Santa Clarita Wildcats. His little brother was on the team, I believe, below. And his brother, Chad, who's also a sheriff. 3 generations. His grandfather, his dad, Ryan, and Chad, all sheriffs. So just a family committed to serving the public, right? And when we heard the news, we were all devastated. We still are devastated. But I just want to talk about what an incredible dude this was. Being in the same fantasy league, how we do our fantasy, we always did it live. But then after the end of our live draft, I was always in charge of getting up and giving everyone grades. And they loved it. And I was very harsh, and Hawks could tell you.
Everyone got an F besides him.
No, and Ryan enjoyed it. It was something that we talked about every week in the group chat. When the Dolphins lost, I give him shit. And he gave me a lot more shit than I gave him because I'm a Raider fan.
Oh, he had shit to talk every other week.
Yeah, and Ryan doesn't hold back when it came to that, and he would give me the business. But it's okay, because if you knew Ryan and the person he was, one of the most caring human beings on the planet, always had a smile on his face, always just willing to help anybody, and more than that, the relationship with him and Michael Brown, if you guys don't know, like, he's 2 years younger than Michael Brown, which when Michael told me that, I was completely shocked, because that's not how the relationship seemed. When Chick-fil-A first opened in Santa Clarita, Ryan got the job. Immediately, Ryan goes and becomes, Ryan's just like, does everything right. Becomes manager, boom, gets Michael Brown hired. Michael Brown goes in, Ryan leaves there, goes to Lucille's. Who does he call? Get hired first? Michael Brown. And then Michael Brown, it just went down. My daughter worked there. Michael's brother worked there. Michael's Sean's girlfriend. It's just he's laid the path for a lot of people. Had a house at a very young age. Just did everything right, and was an incredible person. And it's sad. We're heartbroken. We are also very angry, and I don't think you guys can blame us for that. But this show is dedicated to Ryan. We love you, Ryan. We are gonna do something to honor you. We're definitely naming the fantasy league after him. You will never be forgotten. Our heart goes out to his parents, his fiance, his brother, his little sister, and you will be missed, but you will never be forgotten, Ryan. We love you, and this show is dedicated to you, Papa. That being said, here we go. Episode 49. You guys know how we do it. Let's get into our introductions. To my right, I got the guru. Rafa's in the house.
What's going on? What's going on?
Special guest in appearance. Hawks on the Cobes. My oldest son. How you doing, Hawks?
Doing fantastic.
Hakatomi Plaza. We have producer extraordinaire Eddie Money's in the house.
What's up?
Another special guest. Big Fish fan as well. Brought me this jersey. Brought me a hat. I wouldn't got this. Ryan's probably just laughing his ass off right now that you guys know how religious I am with the Raiders. And not gonna lie, Ryan, feels kind of good to supporting a winning team for once. Yeah, we have Gabe, the Dominicanos in the house.
Fins up, baby. Fins up.
Yes, fins up. So that's who we have. Episode 49. You guys know the deal. Give us your famous 49 athlete. And it's Slim Pickens.
Can I go first before?
Go ahead, Hakatomi.
Chris Sale.
It's a good one.
Overpaid.
Oh.
I got Tremaine Edmonds.
Tremaine Edmonds, linebacker from
The Bills.
V-Tech, baby, Virginia Tech.
Eddie knows them all. Mine is the first guy that I remember throwing a knuckleball. I'm younger than Eddie. Eddie probably remembers other guys, but Tom, the Candyman,
Candiotti. He was so good with the Dodgers.
Oh, he was.
Loved. I mean, who didn't grow up 9 years old, 11 years old trying to throw a knuckleball? Mm-hmm. Right? And his knuckleball, I mean, there was others before him, right? But, man, he pitched for 20 years, it seemed like.
He pitched all the way till like 2000.
Yeah.
99, 2000, something like that.
Speaking of another 49, and I'm guessing that this is why this guy wears 49, is Tim Wakefield.
The knuckleballer.
Yeah, I'm wondering if that's an ode, honored Candiotti.
I wonder if Charlie Huff wore 49.
You know what?
Because he was a knuckleballer.
Charlie Huff is on the list.
Charlie Huff was a knuckleballer
You're
before
right.
those guys.
You're right.
So
look at us investigators.
All of a sudden.
Boom.
All of a
Not
sudden.
anymore. Another great Dodger that when I was a kid, he was the man. Jerry Royce, pitcher extraordinaire. Super blonde hair. Jerry Royce was, it seemed like every Dodger game I went to, he pitched.
Oh, that was like me with Chang Ho Park. I don't know.
Anyone else?
You got anybody else? Anybody?
Haha, Clinton Dix.
Ooh. Look at you.
Bendix. 49? At Alabama?
On the Raiders and the Niners.
He wore 49
Wait, hold
on
on.
the 49ers.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
I remember him like for 1 year. I don't think he even played for the Raiders, but
Yeah.
he was on the Raiders, but he didn't play.
Maybe
What a
in
fucked up
preseason.
number.
Yeah, 49.
As a safety.
I'll tell you the best safety to wear 49, and this is easy, is Dennis Smith. Dennis Smith.
Who the fuck is that guy?
Oh, so I'm telling you, Dennis Smith and Steve Atwater were in the same backfield. If I'm not mistaken, Dennis Smith, Ronnie Lott played in the same backfield at USC, and Dennis Smith played for the Broncos, was a G. Hard hitting. That's when, Elway days, but Dennis Smith wore 49. you're not gonna see this anymore. Like there's not a lot of players in the 40s in football anymore
They're all
because of the
single
rules.
digits. Yeah.
But now that's. I'm so glad they got rid of that. That was dumb, and
Looks weird, like when you're watching in college and there's like a, I think Florida has like a defensive tackle who's like 330 pounds. And he's wearing like number 6.
3.
He's wearing like number 6.
It looks
like
weird.
this shit's like
that looks dumb.
like you're missing some space on the jersey, dude. Add another 6 to the
like a number fell off while you're running out on the field.
For sure.
But listen, guys, those are our numbers. Anyone out in YouTube land have some numbers for our steady money? So
Zach will come in later on.
yeah, or Jay.
Talking about
Working that. So, guys, we have a great show dedicated to Clink, our man Clink. And by the way, if Clink has a fundraiser for the family to help with all the, all the BS. But if you go to thepc.works on Instagram, they are doing a shirt and a sticker. All proceeds go to the Clink and Broomer family. Our hearts just go out to you guys. I know nothing can take the pain away, but it doesn't mean that we can't make it easier for them. And also a sign of respect and love. He helped so many people. Let's show them that we appreciate this man. He was a hero. He was out there serving the community, and it was a family tradition. So I'll say that again. Go to thepc.works, WORKS on Instagram, and they are doing a shirt and a sticker to help with the funds for all the the stuff that goes on. So listen, we're gonna talk. We're gonna go over our blue chips. We're gonna go over NFL. We have our segment, Logan's Lowdown. Logan, UCLA slot receiver. He will be on tonight. So if you guys have questions, go ahead. Let Eddie Money know if you guys have any questions for Logan. We're gonna have him on the air live and direct about what time, Eddie Money?
7:45.
7:45. But we are the gambling show of record. Are we not? Hawks on the Cobes? Hakatomi Plaza?
We are.
Yes. But we do have a saying, Gabe. Do you know what the saying is for Two Nobodies with the Mic? He has no clue, does he?
I believe it's don't spend what you can't.
No, don't be a loser.
Don't be a loser. But
Which means, yes,
but
you're
that is
right.
the meaning. So you get a C+ for that. Don't be a loser,
You
people.
disconnected me.
Right? Don't be a loser. Play what you can afford. Be responsible. If you have family, do the right thing. But listen, everyone and their mother gambles, especially their mothers, actually.
Yeah, their moms might gamble more than them.
So we're going to try to help you guys out. Rafa the Guru's here. He's on a good streak. And we're going to go over that. Let's start off with our first segment, You Are Fired, brought to you by Julio's Pizza, the best thin crust pizza in Southern California. Go to Julio's, tell them Two Nobodies sent you, ask for Ziggy or Mary. Definitely ask for the Al Pastor pizza. Well done. You will not regret it. I'm telling you, I would never recommend this. It's a 100% satisfaction guaranteed. But that is You're Fired, brought to you by Julio's Pizza. Who wants to go first on their firing?
You got somebody, Jacob?
Not yet, but I will.
Okay.
All right, I fire Chicago Bears at the end of the game when Justin Fields threw that pick. They ran that play 3 times
In a row? Oh, they're stupid.
Come on, man.
Same formation,
Oh, that's stupid.
same everything.
Wow.
Jesus. Wow, that was brutal.
Because I interviewed Shaq, or I forgot who picked it off, but they interviewed
I think it was Shaq Barrett.
Shaq Barrett. Yeah, they interviewed him right after, and it was like, yeah, they lined up and ran the same play 3 times. I don't know what they thought we weren't gonna think it was coming or something.
Wow.
I have a theory on that, but we'll get into that later.
You and your theories.
Yes.
I like Eddie's theory.
Yes,
He's a good
yes,
theory
yes,
guy.
yes, yes.
Good theory guy. Very
Yes.
good theory guy.
Yes,
Big
I'll put on my
theory guy.
tinfoil hat later.
So I'm going to fire dude, and this is probably one of many times it's going to happen.
What a
Wow. I should fire these fucking dudes right here.
Produce defense.
This is fucking ridiculous. What a joke. The Denver Broncos, bro. Wow, up 21-3. They were our blue chip pick. They were. I mean,
It was
bro,
losing.
you were
Cruising.
21-3. You were fucking rolling.
They looked really good in the first half.
They looked good the first 18 minutes. After that, it was a shit show.
Yeah.
So I mean, you gotta. I don't know what the Bronco fans are. This week, you're going into Miami.
Ooh.
So on the road at Miami, you couldn't beat the Redskins at home, bro. And that was I was in shock.
Yeah.
Driving home, I saw it was 21-3. I was like, "Oh, they're fucking rolling."
And then you get a Hail Mary.
boom.
And then you don't convert to the 2 point.
That might have been that was PI.
It was okay. First of all, the Hail Mary was a Hail Mary. They played like shit. That was lucky they even
had that chance.
had that chance.
It was ridiculous. You allowed 30.
Yeah.
What would they allow? 35 points to the Redskins.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man.
Come on, man.
That was ridiculous. Coach Mike McCarthy, you know,
yeah.
and Mike McCarthy's doing better than he is. That similar fucking
Yeah.
that similar records
Yep.
over their time. They're bullshit coaches is what they are.
Bullshit.
Sean Payton, you're overrated as fuck.
Bullshit.
For sure.
Bullshit.
Michael Brown goes, really rough. I start with Denver, LMAO.
Sorry, Michael, but somebody had to do it here, and it was gonna be me.
Yes, yes, yes. Gabe, you have anyone you want to fire?
Most definitely.
Wow, good defense. Sorry, Gabe.
It's all good. I'm firing Minka Fitzpatrick for ending Nick Chubb's
Oh,
career. Hopefully not his career, but
it's his career.
Hey, that was ugly.
Mika's never been a dirty
guy.
yeah, I don't think
player.
it was intentional. I think it was just
It just still hurts.
it's Nick Chubb. You got to tackle him low and stuff, but it's
Oh
unfortunate
man,
that injuries
it's
like that happen.
unfortunate for
It's
sure.
yeah, that was really bad, really ugly. Hawks, Hakatomi Plaza.
No.
You got anyone?
No.
I do have someone I want to fire. I hate, and I should be thicker skinned than this, but
You're not going to be, though.
But I'm not going to be. It does get under my skin when we post stuff, right? And
Oh my god.
we did this show because we had shit to say, and we have the balls to come out here and say it. We have not only the balls, but we have the discipline to come out here and give you guys a podcast every single week. I just firing the people who just come out, who the social media trolls that just come out and talk shit, hide their keyboard warriors. Listen, man, do your thing. It ain't gonna stop, but y'all some bitches,
Amen.
and that's all I'm gonna say. Y'all fired.
What,
good.
you got anything?
I'm kind of in a good mood right now.
All right, you can praise someone.
You can promote someone.
You can praise somebody.
Your
No
dad,
one's doing that good.
Michael Brown is, you said firing Matt Canada.
Matt Canada.
OC for
Pittsburgh, right?
Steelers.
Oh my goodness.
They had what, -2 yards in the fourth quarter or something? Still won the game.
Terrible.
They have statistically the worst offense in like every single stat possible.
Michael Brown, wait till next week, Papa. They're probably going to put up 600 yards this week because the Raiders defense is atrocious.
Yeah, if you need to get better, you play the Raider defense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Najee
We
Harris.
saw that with Buffalo last week.
Najee Harris
He's going to go for
Going
200
on.
yards rushing.
So going on top of that,
You might win in fantasy this week.
I should maybe.
I have one, actually. I have one
Motherfuckers
now.
0-2.
I have one.
Okay.
I want to fire Nick Saban.
That's a good one.
Ooh.
I wanted to fire him as well.
They look terrible.
Is
They look.
Is it a quarterback thing? Is it an offensive weapon thing?
He should be fired for not bringing in fucking Milrow last week. He's gonna start him this week, bro. The
He learned
kid,
his lesson.
dude. The kid played bad against Texas. He still put up 24 points. He can still make plays.
Yeah.
The two kids who played last
They
week,
couldn't play.
dude. Those dudes couldn't even play high school,
They look terrible.
bro. Those dudes are really those dudes look bad, and they were playing South Florida. It's not like you were playing Auburn or even fucking Kentucky. You
Yeah.
were playing South
I'll
Florida.
I'll tell you what. And this is my put on your tin cap.
Here we go.
This is my theory on this shit, right? Because Dion had come out. Everyone thinks that Alabama's paying all these players. I think that Saban took the foot off the pedal. He should have offered Drake May $20 effing million, made him an offer that he couldn't refuse. He came into this season knowing he didn't have a quarterback. He's too smart of a man, but he wanted to sort of play by the rules. I promise you this won't happen again. And Alabama booster will man up, and they will get a transfer quarterback that is the effing man, and they're not going to care how much they pay. In fact, I'd be proud.
Well, Dabo Sweeney also has been known. He's been against NIL. He's been against transfer portal, and it's no shocker that Clemson and Bama are the two teams that are struggling.
Yeah, because you know what? You got to roll with the times. You got to roll with the new rules. I hate to bring up Dion again, but he brought in 50 new players. That is the way that until the rules change, that is going to happen. It's going to hurt high school kids more than anybody, because why would you recruit a high school player unless he's a 5-star, can't miss, and even sometimes those miss? If you get a proven commodity from a Division II, a Central Michigan, if you got a guy on tape that can play, then you go and get him instead of the dude from Warren High School.
Oh, that's for sure. That's the new thing.
That is the new thing. So, fire Saban. I think he doesn't like to lose. I don't think they've lost 2 games in a row since maybe his first year.
Yeah, maybe.
They almost lost 2 in a row.
Yeah. So, any firings out there, Eddie Money?
Yeah, so we got a firing from Rick Flores.
Ooh, so hold on, Rick.
Yeah, before you say
Rick,
anything.
you set off a wildfire
Oh, yeah.
on Instagram last week with your firing of Deion Sanders and the hype and Shador Sanders. So, dude,
let's do it again.
Let's set the fire off, Papa.
He said he would like to fire ESPN, who decided to go number 4 Texas at Baylor, who's 0-2 on the ABC primetime slot at 7:30 over 18 Colorado and 13 Oregon 3:30, and number 3 FSU at Clemson at noon.
I agree with you.
Listen, go with what works.
I agree with you. Because they have the 12:30. They have the Colorado and Oregon game at 12:30.
I think statistically, this is like the best weekend of college football in like 40 years or some shit like that.
It's fucking awesome weekend.
Like, there's never been more ranked opponents playing each other, maybe ever. So this weekend is
fucking great.
fire.
He also asked who is the real prime time now.
What?
You tell us, Papa. I mean, come on, man. I mean, so
Deion's still the real prime time.
yeah, Deion is Deion. So we'll find out, Rick. I know Rick is a watcher and a follower. He will show his face. So Rick, right now we got you, Rick. Who do you got? Oregon or the Buffs?
We don't need to ask him. He knows.
Also, CJ said Alabama is a QB away from being the number 1 team in the country. It's just a reality that college football is leaving Clemson and Bama behind. It's beautiful. And he wants to fire the Colorado haters because Colorado is absolutely a real team. Give Deion and Shador their respect.
We'll see. I don't think.
Oh my God.
CJ, without Torrey Hunter,
Travis Hunter,
Torrey Hunter, Angel. That's my first
Minnesota Twin.
Yes. That's my first faux pas of the night. Many more to come. But without a couple key players against Oregon, by the way, I don't agree. I think it's going to be a close game. But this is their first real test. TCU's Garbaggio at the Bellagio, which I should have fired, by the way, for not paying the ransom.
Zach did, but he deleted the message, but I saw it before he deleted it.
He wanted to fire the Bellagio?
Yeah, he said for having
good firing, Zach.
Good firing.
Fucking great firing.
It's costing him $8.4 million a day.
My God, is Wisconsin the worst fucking tackling team in the Big Ten ever, or what? My God, what a fucking joke.
Justin Edmond also said to fire Canada, but I think he means actually fire them. Fire him.
But yeah, we all know Bubba. That's Bubba, big Steeler fan. Steelers Raiders this week. We will have Luke. I am not your father.
Is he calling in?
He's gonna call in. We'll put it out there now. If you guys remember, Luke, who comes on the show, has his own podcast under the Two Nobodies umbrella. Cut the Noise, political. Their first show came out. Go check that out on Spotify. Cut the Noise, a political.
It was a good podcast.
I enjoyed it.
I enjoyed the shit out of it.
I think they're crazy for talking politics, but hey, I loved it. And if you can show their support, they also have an Instagram page. Also, Instagram page.
Second blunder.
Yes, yes. Hold on. I might need some water.
All right.
Look at this. Look at this.
54. What angle is that?
54.
What
You
angle-
should be ashamed for wearing 54.
What angle was that?
The wrong motherfucking angle.
Oh my god!
What
that
a
was
joke.
Terrible.
Kirk angle.
Oh my God. Yeah, that's what it looks like. What a
Alright.
joke.
So Rick, he said Oregon.
By a million?
Probably. And then your son also said Shador Heisman, by the way.
Yeah, he's a Dion.
He's a
And
Yeah,
Zach
okay.
said he's firing MB for hedging.
Oh,
Good fire.
That's a good fire. That's a good fire.
That's a good
Because
fire.
Florida only won by like fucking 20.
Yeah, that's a great
So
fire.
for those of you who don't know, we had a parlay going, and our last leg was Florida, and nice little size ticket. And MB went out and hedged and took Tennessee. He still won, but
Listen, that's the one thing
I always give him shit for it too. He doesn't care.
We will never tell you to hedge. And I'm not saying I told MB, he's like, should I hedge? I said, MB, this is your money. I will never tell you not to do it, but I'm not a hedge guy. If that's the worst thing, I mean, those are fighting words. You call me a hedger. You fighting.
I know some hedgers. I know some hedgers that piss me off.
Some heavy hedgers.
heavy hedgers.
Cecilia also asked, is it just gossip that Stanford is ending their football program?
I mean,
I wouldn't doubt it.
that's been since the whole 2020. Stanford hasn't been this bad in a very long time, and Coach Shaw should have left when he was hot to the NFL, and he didn't leave. Everyone knows they have a huge endowment. They have like a $60 billion endowment. So the money's there, but it's for academics. And I get upset when I think of Stanford shutting down their athletic program. I think it's ignorant. I think you're not thinking about those A-type personalities that are students, amazing students, but also amazing athletes. There's people out there like that just excel at everything.
Right.
And to Stanford to not recognize those young men and women, I think it's a big mistake on Stanford's part. If I'm, where are they going? Are they going to what conference are they going to? Do they have one? Are they?
The ACC, no?
I think they announced it. I thought it was just.
Or they were throwing
State.
him away or something. I don't know.
I don't
forget
know.
who's going to ACC.
But if I'm a commissioner, you know, it would sound good to have them in your conference, but they don't give two shits about athletics. Two
I
shits.
agree with you.
And thank you for your wrestling coach, by the way, Rob Cole, who's now at the UNC Tar Heels.
Yeah, Stanford and Cal to the ACC.
Yeah,
Yeah.
never been a fan of Cal.
CJ said Stanford getting rid of their football programs are hurting the Drake Metcalfs of the world.
Drake Metcalf,
Bosco.
UCF center. I mean, think about all the great athletes. Christian McCaffrey,
Richard Sherman.
Richard Sherman,
Andrew Luck.
Andrew Luck, John Elway. What was his name? The running back from Norco, Tony
Gerhardt.
Gerhardt.
Toby Gerhardt.
Toby Gerhardt, who should have won the Heisman that year as well.
Oh, relax.
He was amazing. He was amazing.
Who won it his year?
Probably a Miami quarterback who threw screens. Probably Gino Torretta Part 2. So that's our firing. Anyone else? Eddie Money? That's our firing. Brought to you by Julio's Pizza. Thank you, Julio's. Best thin crust pizza.
Oh, Mark Ingram won the Heisman that year.
Yeah, didn't deserve it.
Roll Tide.
Didn't deserve it. I've never been a Mark Ingram guy.
It was the closest vote in history, so that makes you any happier.
Was Toby?
Number 2.
Yeah.
If they had two Heismans,
They weren't
you
even
would've got it.
close.
You're right. Mark Ingram actually played real teams.
Yeah.
That was the only difference.
Come on, man.
That wasn't the same Pac-12. Are you kidding?
It was only a 28-point margin.
Yeah.
Wow.
Anyways.
East Coast bias. So that is your fired by. That's Heisman is the biggest East Coast bias there ever was.
Caleb won it last year.
I mean,
He was the
And
only
Kyler
player.
Murray won it, and fucking Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, those are all
And
Those are
those are all
West. Those are-
Midwest guys.
that's not
Midwest bias.
Yeah, Midwest bias.
Whatever. So that is your fired. Let's go into our recaps, Papa. We gave a ton of blue chips. Speaking of blue chips,
we had
where's
an
our
awesome.
bell?
We got it.
Oh, there we go.
We had an awesome Saturday and then a bad Sunday.
You're telling me.
Bad
NFL
Sunday.
was wild Sunday. It was all over the
Some
place.
of the games, like, we'll kind of recap it. So Raiders, Bills, that got off to a hot start and then still got it at the end. But
Can I stop you real quick? Next time, because I know for a fact, you didn't tell me this, but I know that you wanted to take Bills with the spread, but I think you didn't do it out of respect for me. Is this true? Yes or yes?
I don't pick against the Raiders in your presence.
Okay, don't do that anymore. Don't do that.
I find it disrespectful.
I
Don't
told
do it.
everyone too. Take Bills money line, or take Bills with the spread.
Because that was the easiest cover of any game.
Yeah, it was dominant.
Yeah.
Pretty dominant. So we had the Raiders, Bills, we won that. Saints under, we won that. The NFL ones, college, Washington 16.5. That was too easy. Oregon first half and for the game, that was also very easy. LSU, Mississippi State.
They made us work for that in the first half.
We had a first half bet
in Vegas.
In Vegas,
Yeah.
and they worked for it a little bit, and then we got it, and there was 10 guys cheering, and everybody was looking around.
yeah,
Like,
for
what the
first
fuck's
half cover.
Bang, we're all yelling, bang the over.
Yes.
Guys are looking up like, oh, shit, what's going on?
I think we thought we were
9 a.m.
They thought we were the hackers.
Yeah.
That we had got paid.
And then Oklahoma and Tulsa. I told you, Oklahoma
Yeah,
scored 59
you
by
called it.
themselves.
You
They scored
called
like
that.
63.
I screwed up on that one.
Duke minus 18.5. That was never in doubt. Saints minus 3. We got a backdoor
Cover there.
we got a backdoor push,
push,
actually
yeah.
on that.
Yeah.
Browns Steelers, we lost that. That was what, 2 touchdowns by the Steeler defense.
A fumble
2
six.
touchdowns.
2 touchdowns by the Steeler defense. Colts Texans, that was brutal first half. Second half stayed under, but unfortunately it ended in a ridiculous number. Ravens Bengals, we missed that. We were so close there. If you had listened, we also kind of liked the Ravens in that game. Chiefs Jags was probably the ugliest game of fucking sat. Like, dude, are you kidding? Like, the Jags, as I said,
They pissed their
Frauds.
pants.
their ass.
Frauds.
No, bullshit.
Frauds as
Frauds.
fuck. Are you
Bullshit.
kidding? The first
Frauds.
week, they barely beat the Colts.
Look
Frauds.
at their record in the past 12 games. They beat everyone, but they cannot beat the fucking Chiefs.
They couldn't score.
It's like they
Against a no defense.
Bro, they
Chiefs.
had a turnover. They got a punt. There was a fumbled punt. They recovered the ball. I think they needed like 14 yards. They were like,
Oh my yes.
the Chiefs are
dude,
actually
they
a
didn't
good.
fucking
that
score.
The Chiefs are actually a good defense this year.
We're going to stop that.
Stop that.
Chris
Stop it.
Jones. Chris Jones didn't work out training camp, whatever. He came in and his hands were in every fucking play.
They have maybe a middle of the pack defense.
That's average.
At the best.
Average at best.
Clip this shit, Eddie Money.
No, right now we're in week
Please
2. They
clip
could
it.
get better. You clip the fuck out of this. They're going to allow 24 points this
everyone's
week to the
bragging.
Bears.
All I got is they don't need receivers. We have a top 5 defense.
No one's ever said that.
Nobody's ever said that.
They've literally. I'll show you my DMs.
Okay,
Well, that's your
they're idiots.
private DMs of dumb Chiefs fans. But we know this. Anyways, so Chiefs Jags was an ugly game. Cowboys Jets,
Clip that
we
too,
missed
Eddie.
that by 1.5. That was brutal. Fucking Jets couldn't score. We know that. South Carolina and Georgia looked like a good start because South Carolina got on the board right
Then they
away.
started playing defense.
That was no good. Eddie hit his biggest bet second half there. He looked at me and he
Yes.
goes, "What's the best bet for the second half?"
Yes.
I said Georgia minus
He
the
goes,
14.
I don't like it, but I'm gonna take it.
Yeah, I don't like it, but fucking let's do it.
I know better not to.
Listen to yourself.
He brought me
Yeah.
a brick of money and he said, "Go to the window."
I literally cracked open a piggy bank. I said, "There it is, Rafa.
and then it was Georgia
there's
second half. That's
Gucci's Stanford money."
yeah, and then the
Idiot
brutal
Broncos.
Alabama game, and the Broncos up 21-3 somehow blow that lead to, I think, a below average fucking NFL team.
Hold on. Can we change somehow to Sam Howell? Papa! Not somehow, Sam Howell.
That was a
who
joke.
I have said and go back to the records. My
said
dark
it,
horse
Rafa. He said
team.
it.
My
He said
dark
it. No,
horse
there's no
team
doubt about
to
it.
be a wild card. And Sam, you my guy. It's a great day to be a Tar Heel, Sam.
No, you said it. There's no doubt about it. It's shocking. The game was fucking 21-3. They
Yeah,
barely
they're
beat
terrible.
Arizona. They're a fucking joke. But they're somehow a 2-0 joke.
yeah.
So
I mean, I will pump the brakes. They have played two horrible
the two teams they played, combined record 0-4.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
0-4. 0-4.
that's why.
But anyways, So let's get to
real quick before jumping into NFL. Eddie was telling me in Vegas. He said he wanted to get off his chest of why games were taking so long.
Okay, yes. So this was driving me nuts.
This was his original firing from a week ago.
Yes, I'm firing Fox. I'm firing all of NCAA football. This whole running the clock on first downs, which is a brand new rule. Okay, and I didn't notice it till in Vegas. These games, and we looked it up, are taking much longer for commercials. So the games aren't being shorter with not stopping the clock. They're just giving you more commercials, and it's really difficult. I didn't notice it till I had money on a game, and they just.
You had a sort of desperation.
It was the Washington game because we kept going back to that. Like, how does this shit
not
go in the
over?
first quarter?
And then the
Oh, that's right. And Notre Dame and Central Michigan, that felt like fucking forever.
No, Penn State. That felt like it was
Penn State,
never
the
going to
Penn
end.
State Illinois game.
Oh, that
it seemed
game,
like it went for 5 hours. It
Yeah.
was all commercial
last
breaks.
quarter.
Dude, the last, and how mad did Eddie get? I said, this shit's in the bag. I didn't know how much time there
Oh, my
was.
God.
I never
No,
say that.
Zach says that.
I
Zach said that.
I said
No,
that.
he said that.
I told Eddie, I said, quit fucking crying. The game's over. And then he goes, don't say that. And I thought that, dude, it felt like forever. I thought there was like 4 minutes left on the clock. There's like 13 minutes left in the fourth.
That last quarter felt like the whole game.
Oh, dude,
Zach-
we were on edge.
So before you said that, Zach came. He's like,
Good call.
He's like, great call on Penn State, and I went for the fist bump. I went, ah! I go, look at it's 13 minutes left. 13 minutes
That
left.
took forever.
But
It took forever. We got it.
hold on, let me.
Yeah.
2-0, Papa, on my picks. 2-0.
Yeah, we got it. We got it.
And I will say that going up to like the ticket booth and telling them like I want this in the game, then going back and cashing it, it's a great feeling.
Oh, 100%.
yeah.
Top tier feeling. Top
Eddie's
feeling.
money nuts dropped this
Oh,
weekend.
100%.
He's like, Eddie, how do you bet? I said, dude,
I want
you're gonna have to go and put a bet, and they're gonna make you feel uncomfortable, and they're gonna ask you for the numbers, but it's a rite of passage.
And you missed our big Friday winner because you went over to fucking the gym.
we hit that. Yeah, that was great.
11K we had on that game total
Yes.
with everybody. The over on. Thanks to Brian, by the way.
11K, 11 boxes of Kellogg cereal.
Dude, thank goodness. Thank Brian Hernandez for that
Hernandez,
game.
Thank you, sir. That was
Yeah.
a great first win.
Slip.
Yeah, you got to clip it for him or else he'll never believe it.
It was
He'll show it to everyone.
in Maryland.
Over.
47 and a half.
Yeah,
I believe.
over. Yeah, it was
great.
Very impressive.
Freaking great, man.
The guy gives one pick and all of a sudden it's fucking,
And
that's
then
it.
He also gave the Florida pick.
Yeah, he did give the Florida
He was
pick.
hot on that
I think
one.
he got those picks from someone.
He had to have.
Yeah, no,
After those
we're not
picks,
giving him
hot on
credit.
those. He was
yeah,
like,
and then he missed.
I know the play on Florida, Tennessee. I know it. Telling everybody.
He had a little different pep in his step. He went and got a green visor to clear.
Yeah.
Like a little cow. But who else wants a pick? Who else wants a pick? Yeah.
After that, but it was gun shy after that. He's like just jumping on everything else. He's like nothing out of
He
him.
was quiet after that.
He blew his
He's
wad.
blew his wad. He's blew his wad. But anyways, we had a good time.
So that is your rundown of our blue chips. Rafa gave, my God, how many blue chips? A lot. And the roll's going to continue. But that is,
Confidence is key.
confidence is key. Scared money don't make money, Papa. Speaking of scared money don't make money, big shout out to USA men's wrestling team. They won the world championships as a team. Zahid Valencia, who was on this show 3-4 weeks ago in Serbia, I believe, won a medal, got his first world bronze medal. Shout out to Zahid. Shout out to USA Wrestling. Shout out to Sebastian Rivera, my son's teammate. Took a silver at 65 kilos. Team Puerto Rico. Yee yee. Shout out to Sebastian. And I can't wait to see big things in store for the Olympics in Paris.
Oui.
Wee wee. So that is our rundown of blue chips. Let's get into our favorite segment, NFL, baby. Brought to you by CustomCars.com. Custom with the K, cars with the Z.com. Go check out that website. Easy navigation. It'll take you to wherever you want to go. Work trucks, aftermarket vehicles, raised lowers, whatever you need. Amazing sponsor. This Sunday in Pacoima, tacos from 11
To 3.
till I get there because I'm eating everything.
Free tacos. You don't have free tacos.
Gratis.
You don't have to buy anything. It's free tacos. Everyone's welcome.
Yes.
Come get lunch. It's all brought to you by Pelon Tacos.
Yep.
And I don't know what I'm watching here in this Big Ten debacle. Purdue and Wisconsin
yes.
looks horrific.
Horrible. So thank you,
Bastards.
Custom Cars. Go support them if you support the show and you're hungry on Sunday. Take a drive down to Pacoima. Go buy a car and get some free tacos.
Let's do it.
So let's get into it. Week 2. What do we got on the agenda?
We're
Eddie
right out the
Mayo!
gate. We're right out the gate.
Bang, bang.
Right out the gate. First game, blue chip. This game, to me, if they don't win, you need to fire him now.
I agree.
And I'm talking about the San Diego, and you guys hate it because it's the LA Chargers. For us here, it's always going to be the San Diego Chargers.
Chargers.
Talk about a must-win for both teams.
Right?
Minnesota, I think is
Dead in the water.
yeah, their division isn't as good as the AFC West is, right?
So they can be around like 8 or 9 and 8.
yeah, 8
and
and
still
9
get
and
in the
still
playoffs.
have a chance. Chargers can't go down 0-3.
So I agree with you, Rafa. This is a must-win for both teams. There's been one team or very few teams to start 0-3 to ever make the playoffs, I believe. 0-2.
I think someone did it like not so long ago, but that's
0-2,
very
I
rare.
think the Bengals did it
Last year.
Last year. But the rumor on the streets, and you know
There's a rumor?
my ears always to the streets, Papa, that if Minnesota loses this game, that the Jets are going to come hard after our man Kirk Cousins to go and
I mean,
maybe
that's just like people saying.
well,
It's all right. It makes sense.
Yeah,
If the Jets struggle this weekend, then that makes sense for you to go get a better guy.
yeah.
I mean, sorry, but
But who do you go with for the Vikings? Who do they have at backup quarterback?
it doesn't matter.
Kellen Mond?
If you're an 0-3,
Texas A&M?
you're at 0-3, you're pretty much done.
Yeah.
Nick Mullins.
Oh,
Nick
not
Mullins,
bad. Not bad.
former 49er,
Yeah,
former
not
Raider.
terrible.
Not terrible.
Yeah, you could throw him in there. He'll win 4 or 5 games and call it a
But
day.
I mean, they did go get Cam Akers, right? Why? Well, Eddie's giving me that look because to me, the Dalvin Cook thing. If you didn't sign Dalvin Cook, I know he's going to make more money than Akers, but they're the same player, same.
Oh, my God.
Same school. I think this is a last ditch effort to get Cam Akers, who I don't know what the deal was with the Rams. Obviously, it was a major. They're not saying exactly what it was. Attitude.
They've had an issue with him since last year.
Since
Yeah.
He's never played what?
Yeah, last year they came out and said he had personal issues with like the staff. This year, they're like trying to wipe that away and they're like, oh, we just don't want him anymore. But he's good.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
for Minnesota to go get him, it shows desperation, and I think so. Go ahead, give your pick. That's just my 2 cents.
I'm going to give you 2 picks in this game.
Oh,
Chargers -1 and over 54.
love
And
it.
the over.
There's
50.
no way that the Chargers would gonna start the season 0-3 with that roster. If they lose, Staley's got to be out. There's no
Like
giving.
next morning, like he's
Like
gone.
he's got to be out. Like don't wait till the fucking bye week.
like on the tarmac.
Like yes, when you literally you're Lane Kiffin style.
Thank you. So.
Like you're not leaving Arizona State, bro. You're not leaving Minnesota.
Find a way home, guy.
Find a way
I
home,
think
player.
they fired Herm Edwards in the end zone.
Oh,
he never even. It was a home
came out,
game.
he came out and denied it,
I heard that.
but I still call
Fuck Herm.
bullshit.
By the way, the line did flip, so you can actually get the Chargers at +1 now.
Oh,
Wow.
+1 Chargers and the over 54. I love the Chargers in this game. That roster, that good, you can't lose these games.
I think they lose, and I think they immediately fire him. Bring in what's his name?
OC?
Offensive
Kellen Moore?
Kellen Moore. I think he's the right fit for the offense. Has done an amazing job.
They've scored over 60 points combined in their first
Herbert's
2 games.
numbers are crazy good.
Bro, you haven't won.
Crazy good.
So what do they if they get torched this week and they lose a game 31-27?
Okay, but I get all that, but he's had the ball twice to win the game and couldn't do it. That's somewhat on quarterback.
Well,
Oh,
he
man, I
he
don't
drove
know.
the field and got a field goal.
I don't
he
know.
drove the field and
I
got
don't
a
know
field
if you
goal.
could put it on that offense, man. I mean,
If you scored that many points,
Yeah.
it's not on the
Yeah,
offense.
I agree.
it's not.
Bro, like they've scored 30. They scored over 30 the first week. They scored 27 or 24 last week or 27, whatever it was. 24. Like, bro, come on. He's scoring more than 80% of the offenses in the
Don't they
league.
have Bosa? Like, don't they have what
Yeah,
you put on defense?
It's
What's their
it's
problem?
scheme. It's 100%
Yeah, the
scheme.
scheme's garbage. So
You saw what happened with the Dolphins. They were running man coverage on Tyreek Hill, no safety over the top. It's just, and he's supposed to be a defensive genius, is he not? Anyway,
Yeah, they also had Khalil Mack lined up on Tyreek
the
Hill.
very first
That
play.
was stupid. That was stupid.
I mean, come on, man.
So let's recap that. Chargers +1, over 54, both blue chips. Take it.
Love it.
Take it to the bank.
Yes, sir. Our
Eckler not playing doesn't swift you?
No.
Change you?
No.
Is that why it
Eckler's-
flipped?
Yeah, that's why it flipped.
I don't
Eckler
care.
I
was
was
the
like,
flip.
like, how did that flip? But that makes sense.
I don't care if
guess.
Eckler's not playing or not. As long as Herbert's playing,
Yeah.
and those receivers are playing, that doesn't matter.
And Kelly,
Joshua Kelly will be back there.
Kelly from
taking-
UCLA will be in there.
Yeah,
By the way, Keenan Allen, he's going to have a great game.
yeah. No shock
0
there.
catches, 0 yards now. Good job,
So
Eddie.
here is the next game. We are also blue chipping.
Oh my goodness.
The Tennessee Titans at the Cleveland Browns. The line, oh my God. Wisconsin, I'm sorry, I'm watching Wisconsin get ran over by this kid from Purdue in the second half. Anyways, so Tennessee +3.5. That's my blue chip pick here. The Titans, Browns haven't looked good at all. They beat the Bengals, but the offense didn't look good that week. The offense didn't look good this last week. They lose Nick Chubb for the season. I think they're going to struggle to replace him. Titans +3.5 on the road. Titans have played. They won last week. They should have beat the Saints. They had competitive games. So Titans +3.5.
Is Derrick Henry? He's questionable, but most likely going to play. I believe. I know he's questionable, but
He's questionable every week
yeah. But
at this point.
he's most
So-
likely going to play. And Kareem Hunt, did they bring Kareem Hunt to Cleveland? Yeah. So it's still not going to make a difference. Quarterback.
Derrick Henry is back to practice on Friday.
Okay.
Kareem Hunt will play, but Jerome Ford will be the lead back.
Yeah, that offense has struggled the first two games, and they played Cincinnati and the Steelers last week. They just didn't look very good, and Watson hasn't looked good. Wisconsin gets a tackle for loss, which is shocking here. Anyways, so
We're going to have to go in the archives, Eddie Money. I believe we have a Watson bet.
Oh, we do.
yeah, we do.
We have a Watson
forget
bet.
what it is,
I
but
forget
we
what
do.
it is.
You go to the
It was
archives.
like top 5, like in yards or something like that.
Yeah, it's early, but he's looked like shit. So I'm telling you, I've seen the throws he's made. Bro, he's like 4 yards short on some outs.
freebies.
Did you see the burner account?
Oh, here we go.
Oh, yes. They found
see it?
his burner account.
It's called Free Watson.
It's called Free Watson, and
Shut up.
He just responds to everyone talking smack. You can't blame it all on the quarterback. There's no one else. It's so
No, Kevin
bad.
Durant.
pretty great.
Yeah, I mean,
They also got away with ejection call on throwing that ref to the side.
he threw the ref to the side. He had 2 face masks as a quarterback. How do you get 2 face masks
Yeah,
as a
pretty wild.
quarterback? It's unbelievable. Yeah.
So, anyways, the next game, Texans at Jags. I'm staying away from anything Jags. They haven't impressed me not
No, they haven't
one
looked
bit.
good. They haven't looked good.
They haven't looked good at all. The next game, Patriots at the Jets. Wow, we're gonna blue chip.
I
this.
waited for you to do that.
We're
I
gonna
was waiting
blue chip.
for it to happen.
So this line's kind of weird. Patriots on the road -2.5. By the way,
Yeah.
totals 36.5, under 36.
Yes.
Last year they played like a 6-3 fucking game.
I remember that.
Dude,
Yeah.
those games were horrific.
Yes.
Dude, I think this is going to be more of the same. There's a little 13-10 little fiasco right
I
there.
think that was the game where Zach Wilson overthrew a screen pass.
Yeah, that's the game
And
where
how
he
they-
came in
into
and
the
they
stands.
asked him,
Yeah.
like, how bad were you on fucking offense? Pretty much. He's like,
Not,
Yeah.
It's not me.
Not me.
Yeah.
I can't throw it and catch it. Motherfucker, you could at least try and throw it.
While we're on this game, Rafa, let's talk a little bit Aaron Rodgers news. Aaron Rodgers came out yesterday or 2 days ago and said he will be back to play in the playoffs. He's getting
What? Playoffs?
Yep.
Playoffs?
Playoffs. Yes. He's saying that he's getting some kind of special surgery and that he came on what's his name show?
McAfee?
Oh, McAfee's.
And he said, I know the doubters are going to say I can't do this, I can't do that. He's like, I will be back for the playoffs. That's a
On the
cheat.
couch.
Oh.
Now, let
Come
me
on,
ask you
man.
something. You just brought up the fact that if Minnesota lost, they could possibly
Yeah.
trade Cousins to the Jets. Well, if he comes back, there's no way, if he makes the playoffs, there's no way Aaron Rodgers is playing.
No, there's no way.
If they bring in Cousins, you mean?
Yeah,
Yes.
if they bring in Cousins and they make the playoffs, I
And
don't
they're
give a fuck
rolling.
if
Yeah,
Aaron.
why?
Yeah.
Well, if I'm Cousins has a no trade clause, by the way.
he's
And
definitely approving the Jets.
Yeah,
so?
they're the best deep, or not the best, but
I mean,
They're good
I don't know.
defense.
I don't know if I'm Kirk and I know, and Aaron says I'm coming back. Yeah, why would I go to the Jets? I don't know, but I mean, I would pull the trigger if I was the Jets. I would go get Kirk Cousins
Or anybody.
or anybody. No,
Anybody.
no. It has to be Cousins.
So Jets, Patriots, under 36.5 to that
Blue chip.
blue chip that. Under 36.5. Next game, Saints at the Packers. Packers minus 1.5. The Saints are 2-0, and they fucking don't look good.
They do not look
at all. Derek Carr, for all you car lovers, you know who you are. You car lovers.
Yep.
I tried to defend you, Derek. You are a waste of time, sir.
Yes, horrible.
Dude, he's looked so bad.
He is bad.
No,
Straight up
he's
bad. Same issues, by the way. Scurred. He's scurred in the pocket. He throws the ball too early, and then he pouts and points, and you should have been there. Well, no, you should have hung in there another half a second and completed the pass.
I realized that when I was watching the game. Every time he throws the ball wrong, announcer's like, "Oh, receiver probably ran the wrong route
Yeah.
or misconnection there."
He's throwing it too early because there's a fan in aisle 6, row 5, seat number 13 that looks at him a little mean. He's like, and throws the ball. He's just scared. Just scared.
just scared.
Did I mention that I think he sucks?
Definitely.
Did, yeah.
So we're staying away from that game. Broncos at the Dolphins. Dolphins minus 6.5. Totals 48. We're just gonna stay away from this game, but I do like the over. Not gonna blue chip the over, but the over. Watching these guys, the over would be the logical play there. Bills at one of the. There's two really
fraudulent 2-0s.
Two really fraudulent, really bad.
Don't say the Falcons.
100%
No,
the Falcons.
don't say the Falcons. I told you guys.
The Redskins
I
are
fucking
one.
told you guys.
The Redskins are 1. The Falcons are 2. Bills minus 6 at the Redskins. I like the Bills right here in this play. I know.
I think somehow they're going to win it. Or something. Somehow they're going to win. I'm not sure.
I like the Bills in this play minus 6. We're not blue chipping that. We're blue chipping the next game. The other 2-0 team that has looked not very good, but they've managed to win. They look pretty good there against Green Bay at the end. The Atlanta Falcons at Eddie's Detroit Lions.
Yes.
Lions minus 3. Montgomery looks like he's out. Gibbs should get the majority of the work back there. Start him in fantasy this week. We are taking the Lions minus the 3 at home against the Falcons. Blue chip, the Detroit Lions at home minus 3. You like the Falcons in this game?
I like the Falcons to cover for some reason.
Really? Wow.
I think it's gonna be a field goal game.
I think it's gonna be tough for Detroit to lose back-to-back games at home. And last week was a brutal game for them. I that Seahawks team was.
Did you see Dan Campbell's quote this week? What he told Pete Carroll in the beginning of the game?
No.
So you know how the coaches go meet out in midfield? He told Pete Carroll, this is a quote from Dan Campbell. I don't know if this was a joke or whatever. He said, he came out and said, you know what? Let's just handle this right now. Me and you go. We don't have to bring the boys out. We'll just go for it. We'll fight and see who wins. And whoever wins, we don't have to play.
Troy style.
And he said
Pete obviously beat him.
He said Pete was a coward and made the teams play. I hope that's true, by the way.
Dan Campbell's awesome.
He is, man. He is great.
So Lions minus 3. That's a blue chip. Next, the Colts led by Gardner Minshew at the Ravens.
Yeah.
Ravens 2-0. Beat the Bengals. They didn't look good the first week. Last week, they made enough plays. But, dude, watching Lamar.
He looked good last week.
Yeah, Lamar's got to hold on to that ball a little better.
Yeah.
He's got to be smarter with that football.
2 weeks in a row that.
Yeah, 2 weeks in a row that he's loose with the football. And he needs to understand, like, you got to sit him down as a coach, as a teammate. Bro, chill the fuck out, Lamar.
We're really good. You have weapons.
Yeah, and he's really good. And I think that he believes he's better than everyone else, which is amazing and great, obviously.
As he should.
But you're not playing in college for a long time now. It's been hold on to the ball, get down. Don't be. He wants to take too many hits. I feel like he's turning into Joshy.
Josh Allen. That's
very Joshy Allen.
Say that. Very Josh Allen-ish.
Ravens -8 at home. Totals 44. Who knows what to expect of the Colts? So that's another stay away game.
Speaking of taking too many hits, I think Anthony Richardson learned his lesson in week 2.
Oh, dude, he took some hits in week 1.
He took that big hit.
Week 1. I don't know how he played week 2. But
week 2, he actually got a concussion, scoring a touchdown, hit the back of his head in the end zone.
Oh, when he came down.
So he's actually played well. I think they've done well with the offense around him. They know his limitations. Out of the
he can't throw it.
Out of the quarter,
fucking no shock. Told you that 4 months ago.
All the rookie quarterbacks, I thought he might be the best out of, but he needs to learn how to not take shots like Russell Wilson did 4 or 5 years ago.
Or RG3.
Wait, not take hits?
Yeah. Oh, he needs to learn how to not take hits.
Not take hits.
Yeah, he's taking hits like RG3 right now.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah. He's like, oh, fuck it. No, so he's got to, hopefully he gets back soon. Another rookie quarterback who's not playing this week.
Yeah.
Carolina, Bryce Young.
Real quick, Renee Flores says Colts D will show.
Oh.
Colts D will show.
So,
is he a Colts fan? Or?
Yes, he is. So
okay.
Renee is Trickster Rickster's older brother.
Okay.
Shout out to Renee for watching. Big Colts fan. His daughter goes to Oregon, so I know he's rolling with Oregon over the Buffs.
We'll get to that in a little bit.
Hang in there, Renee.
Ducks.
Thanks for watching.
So Panthers, Andy Dalton's going to start for the Panthers at Seattle. Seattle 6.5, totals 42. This is another game staying away from.
Red Rifle, baby.
The Red Rifle from TCU.
TCU.
All right. Andrew called me this weekend, like a couple
Wiggins?
hours before. No, Andrew. He
Wiggins?
went to Vegas.
Oh, yeah. I thought you, Andrew.
He said he thinks Panthers are going to win straight up.
Wow.
He thinks they're a better team with Andy Dalton behind center.
Oh, my God. They're still playing the Seahawks at home in Seattle, where it's probably fucking raining and miserable.
This is the same Andrew.
I'm just
I had to throw it in there. 100%. Seattle's shit.
Just for the record, everyone, this is the same Andrew that went to the gym 4 times in Vegas and didn't come down to watch any football. Just
the shot.
Just so you guys know. Next game, Dallas at Arizona. Dallas -12.5. I think Dallas has been one of the 2 best teams in the league, in my opinion.
They've also played garbage teams.
They have.
Yeah,
have.
I'm just saying. I mean, I can't deny
they've allowed 10 points in 2 games, and
Yeah.
they've outscored their opponents 70-10 in 2 games. That was the Jets defense, and it was the Giants.
And they're probably
Granted.
playing the worst team in the league.
They're probably playing one of the 2 worst teams in the league. Yes. Dallas -12.5. Let's blue chip Dallas.
Yes,
We're gonna blue chip the Dallas Cowboys -12.5. If we can get a first half line on that.
But Alpha, people are going to start whispering that you might have a star on your ass tattooed or something. I mean, it's getting very questionable that you are not. I think you might have to announce that you are not a Cowboy.
I am not a Cowboy fan. Everybody knows I'm not a Cowboy fan.
Could have fooled me.
But, dude, you have to, when you see quality play, that defense is lights up. Like, there's guys on, I've seen on Instagram, like those dudes from ESPN and Fox are like, oh, this is a Super Bowl team. Like, bitch, it's week 2.
Yeah.
Chill the fuck out. The quarterback's still Dak Prescott.
Yeah.
But as of right now, Diggs got hurt. I'm not a Diggs fan. I saw him get beat way too many times, but he takes a lot of chances. The thing is, the rest of the defense and the front seven
is crazy.
The offensive line, Michael Parsons, the best defensive player in the league, I think. That defense is fire. What's the first half line?
-7.5.
7.5. We're gonna stay away from 7.5. I like anything. But -12.5 for the game. Cowboys blue chip. -12.5. Dallas should win this game easily. There's no doubt about it. Go in there and take care of business and get out of there and don't get hurt.
Word up.
So, next game. The Bears at the Chiefs. We are blue chip in this game. I'm going to blue chip over 48. I think the whole Justin Fields drama this week, I think they're going to let him loose. Like, dude, get loose. Don't get out there. I think they're going to put up some points against that top 5 bullshit Chiefs defense.
Yeah.
So when I referred to my theory earlier about Fields and the Bears, if you guys recall last year, there was a press conference after maybe week 2 or week 3 where Fields stuck his freaking pata right in his mouth and said, you guys don't think that no one works harder than we do trying to win. And he said it in Chicago where it's blue collar. He pissed everyone off. Like they had a major blow up this week in Chicago. He sort of threw his coaches under the bus this week. He came out and said, well, what do you think the problem is? And he said coaches. What he was trying to say, but here's the thing. He said coaches and then explained.
That was out of context.
He's like, they're giving me a lot of information. I'm overthinking. I'm not just letting it flow, which I think is 100% correct. But the media stopped his quote at coaches.
Right, of course.
And like last year, when he stuck his foot in his mouth and talked about, you don't think we want to win? We work harder than everybody. Everyone's tripping out. I mean, Chicago churned on him. Like, hold on. Like, we all are blue collar. We pay for these tickets. Don't say that you guys work harder than us. But the week after, he came out and balled the next 6 or 7 games. I think Fields comes out and balls.
I agree with you. I like over 48. I think the Chiefs still win the game. I don't know if they cover because it's 12. I think Fields is going to get off this week. I think he's going to go on. So I like over 48. We're going to blue chip that. Over 48, Chiefs and Bears. Book it.
Take it to the bank, Gabe.
Yeah. And then 2 Monday Nighters. We'll get back to the Sunday night game. 2 Monday Nighters. Eagles minus 4.5 at the surprising 2-0 Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Wow.
I watched a little bit of that. Waiting to get paid by the Bellagio. The bastards.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, so we watched a little bit of that, and Mike Evans, my God, what a game that dude had.
Man.
He was unguardable.
Give that man his miani.
Yes, for sure. Eagles minus 4.5 at Bucks. I think this is a trap game. I think this is a tight game, maybe field goal game. So we're going to stay away from that game. And then the other Monday night game, Rams at Bengals, minus 3. We said here, the Rams were going to be terrible. I didn't think they were going to tank. I think they were just going to be a bad team. Stafford has come to play. The defense has shown up. Tough game against the Niners. Obviously, that's a divisional game, and we know the Niners own them. But the Rams have looked impressive. I'll be honest with you, 1-1.
Yeah.
But I think they've looked good in their 2 games so far.
Can we talk about a certain Richard Dice and his quote on our group chat?
What'd he say?
That Cooper Kupp is a system receiver.
System receiver, he said, Cooper Kupp. I second that.
Because
that's a real quote.
That's a 100% quote. Richard Dice. Top 5 receiver all time at the University of Arizona.
Yep.
White guy, by the way.
Yeah, before everyone starts saying.
Yeah, before you guys start saying he's a white receiver, we know it's fucked up. We shouldn't take it. But he said it. And
you think it's true?
Look at the numbers. Look at the numbers.
What numbers?
Puka. Dude, these 2 guys that nobody's ever fucking heard of.
He has like 25. He has
Puka and Tutu. They sound like Teletubbies.
Tutu Atwell is from Louisville, I believe.
Please don't clip that.
Clip the shit. Clip the shit out of
the
that.
only thing that we're gonna get called Teletubbies. It's gonna be the two Teletubbies with the mic.
I said they sound. I didn't say they looked.
Oh, come on.
Eddie's mentally preparing for it.
Yeah. He's already starting to write responses to people.
Yes. I have to go in the batting cage and just take fastballs to the chest.
I was walking in. I heard Eddie through like the window. He goes, Eddie Money tells me not to respond, so I don't respond.
Yes.
We were having a whole session about it.
I want to respond to everyone that talks shit. I'm that guy.
But continue with Richard's quote.
So Richard said, I'm saying it right now.
Don't put this on the
that Cooper Kupp is a system receiver. And even I went, huh? What? He goes, look at the numbers. Puka is on a pace to shatter every freaking receiver record in the history of receiving.
For the Rams.
Yeah.
Jefferson is too.
No, we're talking about the Rams, though. We're talking about a system. We're not talking the same thing.
My fault.
Season-wise, he has...
For the Rams.
How many? He has like 25 receptions.
Oh, my God.
He's on...
2 games?
In 2 games?
Yes.
This motherfucker's on pace for like 200.
He has... he's on pace for over 2,000 yards.
Okay, but Kupp comes back week 5.
Boom, not anymore.
No.
You're number 3 guy.
So
Week 1, he had 10 for 119.
Jesus.
And then last week he had 15 for 147.
25 receptions.
And they lost that second game.
So
Who has more yards, him or Jay Jettas?
who the fuck
Jefferson.
is that?
Oh, so call him Justin Jefferson.
Wait, hold on.
I thought you said it's like some.
Time out.
What'd you say?
What?
Jay Jettas.
Jay Jettas.
Who the F
I thought it was
is
a
what?
Mexican
You
kid.
guys never heard that?
Jay
No.
Jettas?
That's his nickname.
Jay Jettas.
Jay Jettas.
Jay Jettas. Who gave him that nickname?
He's had that for a long time.
I've never heard of
never
it.
heard it.
LSU.
Jay Jettas?
Jay Jettas?
Hard pass.
Okay, what is
Sounds
it?
like a bad rapper
He's a
from New
fucking
Orleans.
badass receiver, but Jay Jettas sounds like a Mexican dude playing on Sunday League.
Jay Jettas sounds like a
Yes.
karate star in Japan.
Oh, yeah. You're right. You're right.
Jay Jettas starring in yes.
Uncle. My neighbor.
All right, so Justin Jefferson has 309 and Puka has 266.
Yeah.
So Jay
He's number
Jetta.
2 right behind Justin Jefferson.
Yeah, so
That's
thank you,
crazy.
Justin Jefferson. You clarified that. So
By the way, we will never say Jay Jettas on this show again.
ever.
I
That's
can't
restricted.
say it, or
Yeah,
is that
no,
just you
don't
guys?
say that shit.
No more Jay Jettas.
Okay,
Yeah.
fair.
That's
fair.
in the rule of San Diego Superchargers,
Redskins, Indians,
and
Indians,
yes,
Cleveland Indians.
and Alamany.
Warriors.
Yes.
So anyway, so Monday night, Rams at Bengals. Bengals -3. Burrows looked terrible.
Is he still?
Is he gonna play?
Well,
I don't think
the
he
line
is.
was 2.5. It's now 3. It probably is playing. So
Do you think? I mean, it has to be the injury, right, Rafa?
it has to be the injury, and this better be blown fucking dead.
Yeah. What the?
That was the
what
biggest
the
bullshit I've
fuck
ever
was
seen.
that? Sorry, mom.
Sorry, guys. We're watching Washington and Purdue, and that was
He
ugly.
was down by like he stopped running.
Wisconsin, and who did I say?
Washington.
Oh God,
Sound
never.
like
Same,
Eddie
same.
over here.
That's not same. So, anyways, yeah, Burrow. That's got to be hobbling Burrow. That's got to be hurting Burrow.
He looks like he can't extend the plays like that he was magical in the pocket and he's having trouble extending plays and man, I drafted him in my fantasy. No bueno.
No good. So, anyways, so we're staying away from that game, and then should we cover this game before we go to break?
Let's go to the break because I hope that Luke, I'm not your father, can call in.
Oh yes, we need to get him for this.
We are gonna take a 5-minute or
2-minute.
whatever break. Guys, hang in there.
Rams Steelers preview. I mean
Yes.
Raiders. God, I apologize to Rams fans if I offended you. Raiders Steelers preview right after the break.
Big and thank you guys for joining us. Episode 49, dedicated to Ryan Klink. We love you, Klink. We'll be right back.
personal foul. Brutal call. So we're back. Eddie's almost back. We're watching this Wisconsin-Purdue, which we have bet the under. And we're going to get finagled on a bullshit turnover. Should have been an incomplete pass. Should have been that the guy had it in his hands. He has it in his hands. He didn't go down.
Yeah.
That's what bothers me. Like, dude, he gets lit up, it's a fucking penalty. Every time. Put it this way, if they blow they didn't blow the play dead. That's what they're going to say.
What the hell?
Oh, yeah, we're back, but
It's been 2 minutes, guy.
yeah. So,
Make a tackle here, kid.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, you guys are all terrible.
We need form tackles.
I need form tackles.
See, I have
We need them to 4th and 1 and go for it.
I have to brush my teeth because
need a fucking
I've been noticing
Blue?
the purple teeth after the break.
Tap says he bet the over.
Of course he did. He should be on the complete wrong side because these teams are horrific. Well, he still needs 8 points for
We're
the over.
3 minutes from glory, and they're going to screw us right here.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Sorry. Okay, pause. Hard pause.
Hard pause.
old
So, anyways,
spider
we
just-
couldn't get Luke on the line. Steelers at the Raiders. Now, guys, if you know Luke, he was here. Oh, my God. He ran him over. What a joke.
I can't get form tackles.
What a joke.
You can't get any tackles. They didn't even touch him. He went untouched.
No, what a joke. But anyways, Steelers at the Raiders, Sunday Night Football. Huge rivalry.
First home game in Allegiant.
First home game this year in Allegiant. Wrap them up. My God.
Thank
For the
you.
Raiders, 1-1. Terrible outing last week against the Bills.
They look terrible.
Are they going for 2?
All those assholes.
Oh, my God.
They knew B-Tap needed the over.
They knew B-Tap needed the over, and they're going for 2. Unbelievable.
Oh, no.
You're unbelievable. Whoa.
So, and I gotta, oh, my God. These guys are going for 2. You're up fucking 19. What is that? They're throwing to the quarterback.
Got him.
Philly special.
Oh, my God.
Philly special.
That was the dirtiest shit I've ever seen.
Philly special.
Thank God we have San Jose State coming up.
The
Up 21 now.
disrespect.
With 3 minutes. That's
Philly
horrific.
special.
I want to throw up in my mouth.
They're going to have a fight in midfield, the coaches.
I want to throw up in my mouth. Anyways,
Ray Finkel is.
Raiders, Steelers. What do you guys think about this game? Raider fans. Let's hear it.
Oh, if,
To be honest with you,
Give it to me.
I want you to lie.
I don't think they win.
What?
Who?
The Raiders.
What do you think?
Okay, well, give me your breakdown.
This is a game that they should win, so they won't. So they won't win.
Well, here now.
They're home
Let's get a little more science.
against not a very good team.
Let's get a little more scientific.
Both
about
teams
it.
are sitting at 1-1.
Let's get a little more scientific. We had firing. Everyone wants to fire the nation of Canada or the offensive coordinator.
Either one.
Correct. Oh,
That's one of our cars.
That's mine.
Yeah.
make sure no one's stealing that car.
They can have it.
Boom. So let's get a little more scientific. We all know the struggles that Pittsburgh, the offense is atrocious. Tiny Hands Pickett.
Defense is really good, though.
Well, it's not only really good.
Just pause you right there.
Yeah.
They played a good Browns defense. They played a good Niners defense.
But the Steelers scored 2 touchdowns.
That's also a good point on defense.
What I'm saying is, offensively, they're garbaggio, okay?
But what Jacob is saying, they've played 2 really good defenses.
Yeah, so it's hard to I guess they played bad.
Both at
But-
home, by the way.
Yeah, both at home. But they've played 2 really good defenses. So you can't really they haven't played an inferior opponent yet. So Raiders might be that opponent.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Offensively, this is a great game for the Steelers because the defensive tackles and the opposite edge of Max Crosby, who I've tried
Playing
to
alone.
pump. He's playing alone, but you know what? I'm not going to give him. I'm not going to give the slack. Look at Bosa. Look at these other guys. Look at Garrett. He's not doing anything. Crosby hasn't been a factor in any of these games. And he's come out and said, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that.
I disagree.
He hasn't done shit.
Okay, well, Bosa has great D tackles next to him.
He does. And
Crosby has nobody next to him. Nobody.
this is the point I was getting to is that the Raiders defensive tackles room, they have 5 defensive tackles. the number one ranked PPF or PFF rated. The highest one is 146 out of one
On the Raiders?
On the Raiders.
Oh, my God.
The worst defensive tackle room in the NFL. It's not even close. Chandler Jones is actually being missed because Tyree Wilson looks horrible. He looks 2 steps slow.
Oh,
he
that's a
hasn't
bad
done
pick.
anything.
Can you call bust already after 2 games?
I think you can.
I want to. I've gotten a lot of shit for it. He doesn't look good. This is a game for Najee Harris. I would run dives. I would run dive after dive after dive after
I
dive.
think it's a game for Jalen Warren.
Well,
Better. Who's better than Najee Harris, who
He's slow.
probably not a top 20 back anymore?
but
Wow.
yeah.
What the
No,
fuck?
but he's
You've seen his
bad.
acceleration? He has
And
none.
he's slow.
What are you, Madden ranking? What are you,
He's the
Madden?
slowest
Oh, it is
quarterback
embarrassing.
in the NFL,
he,
probably.
he does a cutback where he's
I've
running
seen that
across the
video.
field.
Well, you
It's
can get
really
healthy.
bad.
You can get good. You can pat stats against the Raiders.
Oh, 100%.
If I'm
So you're taking the Steelers? Is that what you're saying?
Give me your pick in this game, Eddie.
what's the spread?
-3. Raiders -3 at home. First game of the season for the Raiders.
I'm gonna
Taking the
go.
Raiders?
I'm gonna go Raiders money line. They don't cover. They don't cover the 3. I think Jacoby Myers is playing. If you saw the Raiders running attack last week, it was.
-2 yards.
I mean, they kept on trying to give the ball to Jacobs. It was bad on bad on bad on bad. They have to get their shit straight. I saw a stat with McDaniels. McDaniels, most of his scoring, they broke down his scoring in quarters. He's the worst. He's ranked dead last in the 4th quarter. He's ranked in the 3rd quarter. They haven't scored a touchdown in I think a year and a half. It's atrocious. So, but here's the thing: they come out and they always score. They look good first half. What it says is that McDaniels is not making adjustments, and they're catching on to whatever. I think the Raiders go down and score. Maybe the first or second time. If I'm TJ Watt, I am salivating.
Oh, 100%.
Because he looks unbelievable.
Second best defensive lineman in the league.
My goodness. I was putting Max above him. TJ Watt?
No,
Woo!
that was nobody did that.
Well, I did.
Wow.
Mistakenly. Mistakenly. I think
So you like the Raiders money line in this
money
game.
line. I think it's going to be an overtime game.
What?
I think it's going to be an overtime game.
I can see that.
He's giving you a prop bet.
It's gonna be a battle of
Yeah.
battle of 2 bad teams.
Yeah, I think it's going to be low scoring. Whoever doesn't turn the ball over. I like Garoppolo hasn't played bad. He had a bad interception, but I think it's going to be 50-50, by the way. There will be
Oh,
a
there'll be
shitload
yes.
of Steeler fans in Allegiant.
So you like Raiders money line? Who do you like?
I'm gonna take the Steelers.
+3. Who do you like, Eddie Money?
I like the under.
The under. My God. Okay, and the under is
smart.
43. No, yeah, 43.
43.
You like
That's
under
a great
43?
under. That's
Yeah.
a great under.
Yeah.
I'm not picking this game.
As you should.
No,
man.
no beating for me.
As
What do
you
you guys
shouldn't.
like?
I
not picking
just
it.
gave you
Okay, well,
carte
tell us
blanche.
what you like, not love. Tell us what you like.
I gave you.
I like the Raiders at home.
Oh, you're insane.
I like the Raiders at home.
Covering?
I like the Raiders at home. That's all I said. I like the Raiders
Put it
this
in my
game.
blood.
Fair.
I like the Raiders at home this game. This is not a Raider podcast. Everybody knows I'm not a Raider fan.
Yes.
I like the Raiders at home.
Big game.
Devontae's
But,
playing.
Saturday night.
but I don't
Yeah.
like the under, actually.
Really?
What with the Raiders defense tells you under?
It's
Not
not
the
the defense.
defense,
It's the
it's
more
the
the
offense.
Steelers offense.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
Steelers defense holding the Raiders.
Your
Yeah.
claim, the Steelers, by the way, even with their their defense is so good that
scored
last
twice?
week they scored 25 points. The Steelers as a team scored 25 last week, whether it came on defense or on offense.
2 touchdowns.
True.
You're right. So,
Two.
but I don't like the under for the fact that Steelers defense can get you short field. The Raiders defense sucks dick.
Bad.
So they're the
Tell me
they're
how
the,
you really feel, Rafa.
They're the USC.
Don't hold back.
They're the USC defense of the NFL.
they are. Yeah.
They're terrible.
Terrible.
So you don't
really
think
bad.
Kenny Pickett and those dudes are going to score some touchdowns?
Not Kenny Pickett. No, I think they get a lot of field goals.
The Kenny Pickett hate.
Raiders are going to
if I'm
play
wa-
a bend, don't break.
I like the
defense.
over.
If I watch this game, if I'm Mr. Canada, I'm running the ball for 3 yards and a cloud of dust because the weakness, the linebackers haven't Spillane, who's by the way, he played for the Steelers. He's actually playing ball. Divine Diablo hasn't played bad. Cornerbacks haven't played that bad. It's the defensive
They
line.
allowed like 37 points last
It's
week.
the defensive line.
Try telling
Rafa.
him that.
Yeah, Super Bowl contender, okay.
Yeah,
It's
dude, the defense
I
is
never
playing
said
bad.
that.
They
I
allowed
never-
37
I
last week.
Never said
Didn't that game end 37-10?
38-10.
38-10.
They-
Oh, no, I
they-
said the Bills are a Super Bowl contender.
Oh, okay, all right. Yeah, you're right. So
That's been my excuse for the
I like
past
the
week.
Raiders and I like the over. Neither of them are picks, but I
you
like
like
the
them.
Raider. That's where I'm leaning. There's no way in hell that with that Raider defense that I like the under. The offense that they need to play for it to be under needs to be worse than this Pittsburgh offense, like the Redskins. There.
Can I say something?
Say it.
Okay, so if the Raiders find a way to pull this, don't be surprised if the Raiders go on a run. Look
Oh,
at the schedule.
So, do they still play Green Bay, which you don't think is
Look
very
at-
good?
No, no,
Green
no,
Bay's
no,
pretty
no,
good.
They're good. They're good.
I told you that.
You're right.
That's a tough game.
Let's run it
You're
down.
right.
Let's run it down. Let's run it down. That's
Next
that.
5
Bring it
games,
up.
if the Raiders win this, they're 2-1, and let's go over their next 5 games. There's a possible run.
But we're not a Raider podcast. But we're clipping this for Raider fans. Let's hear it.
I don't know about this run, Eddie, but
No, because they still play New England, and New England isn't as bad as what we think they are.
I told you guys that.
New
we
England's
have
bad.
the Steelers this week,
So 2-1. Let's just say 2-1.
Let's just say, go
they
ahead.
go 2-1.
and we got the Chargers.
Loss.
Loss.
Come
We
on,
got-
where?
At the San Diego Supercharger Stadium.
Which is a home game for us.
Doesn't matter.
Okay,
It
that doesn't matter.
It doesn't
You got to
matter.
get in your car.
We play well in LA.
They've lost.
they lost.
They've lost
both times.
both
in LA.
times. Yeah.
Overtime.
Let's- Lost. Anyways,
Okay.
go ahead.
They
So-
play the Packers
That's
at home.
That's 2-4.
That's
At home. At home. That's a
three
Raider
and two.
win.
That's 2. That's
It's-
2-3.
It could go either way. 3-2 or 2-3.
I would say 2-3.
Okay, but either way, 3-2 or 2-3. Go ahead.
and they play the Patriots at home.
That's a win.
Okay, so they can
another,
be. It's don't
Those are
book
two
a
50
win like that. Those are
both
50-50 games. The
Winnable-
Green Bay
winnable game, winnable game.
They're all winnable games. The Green Bay game, the line will be 3. And put it this way: the Chargers win this week. That game next week against the Raiders, the line's
7.
no, not 7. It's at least 3.5 or 4.
I
It's
think
gonna be more than
4.5
3.
for a team B.
Yeah.
And the next
Okay.
after New England,
They go to the Bears.
That should be a win.
Winnable game.
That
That's
should-
what
no,
I'm
they're
saying.
all winnable. They're all
Three
fucking winnable. The Redskins are 2-0.
Yeah.
They're all win. Atlanta's 2-0. Every game's winnable.
Keep going, Eddie Money.
Then they play away against the Lions.
That's
These
a
are
loss.
all 50-50 games.
They're all 50-50 games.
Which is good for the Raiders. I'm just
Dude,
saying.
I
those
don't
are-
think you stated any your case at all. You said if they won this game, they can get going. I don't think if they win this game, they can get going as easy as you think it is.
They might go 2-3 in those
I'm
5
not saying
games.
I never said it would be easy. I'm saying though that this is a part of the schedule that is not as strong. It's a weaker. I mean, listen, Green Bay's look good. Bears suck. And
Patriots are the Patriots.
Patriots. It's
The Patriots haven't looked as bad as anybody thinks they are.
I agree.
I'm not a fan.
That's you're
Doesn't-
you could be
doesn't
not
matter,
a
but
fan.
it's the
They played.
truth.
They're what 0-2.
But they played the Eagles well.
They played the
And they
Eagles
played the
really
Dolphins
well,
pretty well.
and they played the Dolphins pretty well. They've had a chance at both games at the end.
They
Yeah.
should have beat the Eagles, realistically.
Well, you know,
Shoulda, coulda, woulda.
yeah, that didn't happen. So, anyways,
I said it.
Real quick,
Go ahead and clip that shit.
Sonny asked Najee or DeAndre Swift this week.
for
Najee
fantasy,
Swift. No, Najee Harris.
Najee Harris.
Najee Harris for sure.
Dude, I don't want an Eagles running back running into Vita Vea. My God, that man.
That dude.
That's a big dude.
That dude.
That's going to be a tough game. I'd rather have Najee against that
Weak-ass
Raiders
Raiders D-line.
weak ass Raider D.
Yeah.
I think with Najee, you at least get like goal line touches. So at worst,
It's just I went through the numbers. They don't have a defensive tackle. They're thinking about starting the 7th round pick Nestor Jade Silvera, who hasn't played yet, and that's who he might get a start at defensive tackle. Everyone's
got?
been so bad.
Okay, now I'm kind of mad now.
Oh,
Because the Raiders had money in the offseason. They had the money.
and
You're mad now? Week 3?
I've been saying
Okay,
it
no,
forever.
we said this
I was
fucking-
mad day of the
Okay,
draft.
I've been mad, but now hearing it out loud, now I'm really mad because They had the money to do it, and
they kept on getting receivers.
Field.
They kept on drafting receivers.
I mean, come on, no D-line whatsoever.
And Carter would have been the pick. Did
Oh
we
my
Did we
God.
pass
We
on
passed
Carter?
on Carter.
Yes, we passed on.
Yeah, that was the pick.
There was plenty of picks other than what they took. There were plenty of dudes.
I
We
didn't
could have
see.
took Gonzo.
I didn't think
That's
this.
why I
They,
wanted.
they needed a corner.
I wanted Gonzo so bad, and nope, pass.
By the
They
way,
needed a corner. They
We'll
could have
take-
traded back. You got this turd.
By the way, he
who's-
played Tyreek.
Oh man,
great.
this is
Gonzo
terrible.
balled against Tyreek. Got a pick.
Yeah, he played a really
That
good
was
game.
a bad
Stop,
two ball.
stop talking about it. It hurts
That
my feelings
okay?
right
We're
now.
gonna do our two nobodies parlay.
Let's do it.
Last week it was 0-2. Do this for $10. Don't get wild with it.
Yeah, it's just a throw out there.
So we'll all pick a game. You want to go first?
I'll
Jacob?
go first.
Or Eddie will go first.
I'll go first. I am taking Packers
Oh, it was mine.
plus 1.5.
They're -1.5.
Okay. Are you sure?
Yes.
Yes. I'm taking the Packers -1.5 against the Aints. Derek Carr is not getting any better, and I promise you, he is losing the trust of his receivers. That's my pick.
What do you got, Jacob?
Skip me because he took mine. So I'll come back
What
to
do you got, Eddie Money?
All right. I got the Texans plus 8.5
I love that
against the
one.
Jaguars.
Wow. Okay, so we have. I'm gonna take the Chargers. It's now +1, right?
Yeah.
I'm taking the Chargers +1. I think that's the.
Gabe, you got a mic.
Winner.
Yeah, you have a mic. You have to be a part of this.
You have to make a pick here.
Oh, we're making a 5-teamer.
I got
Five
you.
teamer.
Miami Dolphins. I think we put up more than 50 points.
So you like the
Take
over?
I like the over.
Over on Miami. Okay, so
Bang
we
that.
have.
Miami.
Bang that. That's our
banging it.
two nobodies.
Wait,
I'm
wait.
banging that.
Oh,
You-
sorry, Papa.
You got to mention your own bloodline.
Don't include him. No, 14.
I took yours. That's my bad.
I'm gonna take Rams +3.
Wow. Okay. So you have something for Sundays. The weekend's on Sunday for a lot of guys.
Oh,
Give me something for Sunday.
okay, fair.
You don't
fair.
want these guys fucking.
Yeah.
You know.
Hanging in the
I'm
wind.
gonna take Rafa's really good pick with the over Chiefs and Bears.
Okay, so we have Chargers +1, the Packers -1.5, Dolphins over. Who else? Eddie Money?
So yeah, the Packers -1.5, Texans plus 8.5, Chargers +1, Broncos Dolphins over, and the Chiefs and Bears over. And
There
I'll
it
give
is.
you some odds right now.
I love that
Let's do
parlay.
it.
I'm
Okay.
liking it a lot.
So two nobodies, NFL group parlay. We're doing a 5-teamer this week. We got Packers -1.5, Dolphins over, Chargers +1, Bears over.
And the Texans +8.5.
Yes.
What does that pay?
Plus 2,400, 25 gets you 607.
So $25 to win 607.
So what does 100 get you, Papa? Come on, 25.
2,400.
Our unit is 100.
So $100 gets you $2,400. A plus $2,400 parlay. The two nobodies 5
I'm
teamer.
hammering that.
We-
by the way.
NFL.
By the way, we accept donations. Yes, if we just ask for 10%. No, that's not true. That's a lie. But if it wins, you can buy me a beer or a bottle of Silver Oak, even better.
So we have Logan Loy at 7:45.
Logan's low down.
We're just gonna talk a little bit about college football, and we'll do the picks after Logan in the 15 minutes.
Let's go over our let's go over half. We have 15 minutes
You want
till
me to give picks before?
let's do. I mean, there's so many.
There's so many
There's
games.
so many.
Let's
We'll
do like half of your
we'll
picks.
do half. We'll do.
half.
We'll
I don't
do-
know if we can do half. Let's
we'll
see what we can do.
We'll do this column.
You don't have to rush through it.
Yeah,
just
let's
see how
not
far
rush
you
through
get.
it.
See how far you get.
But we're gonna give you a number 1 Georgia UAB at home. Georgia's -42.5.
Hold on. Let's reset this. NCAA. This is one of the greatest historical weekends for college football. Brought to you by official.bta. Big John's in the house. It was his birthday last week. If you guys don't know what official BTA is, go check him out on Instagram. It's a clothing line. It's about that action. We're all about that action. We love you, Big John. We can't wait till you put out that tan hoodie, Papa. Everyone wants a tan hoodie. But that's who this segment is brought to you by. We got some fire picks. I'm going to give you 5 seconds to go grab a pen and a paper. Rafa killed it last Saturday.
Yes, we did.
In college.
If the Bellagio doesn't cut us off at 3:30, we would have steamrolled them
Yes.
for sure. So
Let's get into it.
first game, number 1 Georgia hosting UAB. They're -42.5. Overs 54.5. Georgia hasn't looked very good, so we're going to stay away from that game. The second game, Rutgers, number 2 team in the country, Michigan, hosting Rutgers. Jim Harbaugh's back this weekend.
Is it already 4 games?
It's 3. The suspension's 3.
Oh, I thought it was 4.
The suspension was 3 games. So he's back this weekend. Sorry, guys, I'm putting in a San Jose State play as we're live here.
Yes.
What's the live play?
Yeah,
Well, the game hasn't started.
Let them know.
let the people know.
We're taking
Two Nobodies live play.
We're taking San Jose State and the over tonight. San Jose State's at home. You want in on it?
Yes.
You're in on it. Done.
Yeah.
San Jose State and the over tonight.
Taking both.
We're playing both. I'm playing both. We got to do something for the next couple hours.
Yes.
Fair.
So
San Jose plus 6 or the money
San
line?
Jose State plus 6.5.
Look at Eddie
And
Money
the
typing
over.
away in Bovada
Anybody's
right
typing over right now. Bovada just got bombarded. So Jim Harbaugh's back this week. Number 2 Michigan hosting Rutgers. I like the over in this game. Michigan, the last 9 meetings, the over is 8-1 in this series. I think Harbaugh coming back, the team's they're gonna start.
They're gonna
roll
perform for him.
100%. They're gonna roll this
Yes.
week. Last week they've struggled against teams. Not that they've struggled. We're not saying they struggled.
They just
They
didn't look
struggled.
right.
They didn't look right. They struggled to cover.
Yeah.
The over's 44.5 in this game. Harbaugh's team's gonna make a statement this week. He's
agree.
gonna make a statement like, "Hey, I'm the top dog in
Yes.
this big."
This is why I get paid $10 million a year. Go.
What do you got
Oh, here we go.
I'm gonna say it right now. I'm calling an upset.
in this game?
Rutgers will beat Michigan.
What's the score?
It's gonna be close.
Give me a score. You gotta give me a score. You
I
can't just fucking.
I'm just telling you.
You can't just get 24-21, 21-10.
I haven't thought that far yet.
Throw a number. You throw it that far. You can't just blurt.
34-31.
Well, and that
Rutgers.
that covers our blue chip, which is the over 44.5 in this game. Michigan over. Jacob's going out on a limb and saying that a 24
Quarterback
point,
of Rutgers is for real.
24 point underdog on the road in the big house
Upset of the year.
gonna beat Big Blue.
calling you right now. Calling
in
it right
the
now.
big house. You know
I'm
Isaiah.
calling you right now.
Isaiah Pacheco's not coming from the Chiefs back onto Rutgers. You know this, right?
And
Like,
it doesn't matter if he did.
The QB. I'm telling you right now.
And it
I'm
wouldn't
telling
even
you-
matter.
I'm telling you right now. Rutgers is gonna win that game.
Wow.
Plus 1,200 on the money line.
Wow.
I'm taking it too.
Find
Jesus
a
Christ.
book that'll even give you that.
Oh, they'll give it to you.
Really?
They'll
know-
give
I
it
know
to you.
it.
Not the Bellagio.
The Bellagio will give it to you too. They might not pay you till
They're not
Sunday.
giving you the
But
money.
they're not going to give you. They're going to wait till Sunday
They'll
to
let
pay
you to wager it,
They'll
but-
shut the whole shit down.
Yeah.
But anyway, so Michigan over 42 and over 44.5. The line might be down to 44. I like the over. These last 9 games, 8-1's gone over. 8 of the 9 games have gone over. Jacob thinks Rutgers is going to win this game outright, which is ludicrous.
I feel like, listen, if you guys don't know, my son Jacob has had a beard like since 12 years old.
What does that do with anything?
because
He's getting to the point.
because
He's getting to the point.
you just can't come out on Two Nobodies and put your balls on the table like that and not have any consequences.
I've watched.
And his face isn't even on camera.
I know. So what? So
Yeah.
Post a picture of him when you post his shit.
okay.
It's gonna
I
be the
get
most like guapo picture of him
Okay.
ever.
if you're right.
I'm not doing anything, so.
No,
You
I'm
can try.
I'm shaving a goatee, like a weird goatee.
I have
on
plus
your-
Plus 1,200 though.
If he
Odds are
wins,
plus 1,200.
what if he wins? What are you doing?
It's got to be way bigger.
I'll shave my head.
Oh,
Oh, you do that every 5
No,
months.
with a razor.
Oh, I'll go razor. I'll go Pacoima bald.
You've
Razor.
done that before.
But
When I was
before,
like
30.
22.
Yeah, 30, 20
I
years,
will
15 years ago.
I will go 15 years ago. I wish. I'll go razor bald. What are you gonna do?
I'll go skin tight on the beard.
You'll go one.
I need like an angle. You know what? I need like a fucking Puerto Rican line.
yeah.
Across it, like a zigzag on the beard.
I will go skin tight. That's
You-
it.
No, how about a
Chin
design
strap.
on the beard of an M for
Yes,
Michigan?
Yes.
That's gonna work
Right.
on Monday, you asshole.
Dude, nobody cares. Wear a mask. It's LA. People do it all the time.
okay. So
Right here in the middle, Eddie.
if Eddie loses, you have to
Go skin
raise
tight.
it, but you also have to not wear a hat, and it has to be on that Friday. So you guys will look identical.
Deal.
Oh yeah.
How about I shave your head live?
No.
No.
I might cut you though.
Yeah. No.
probably-
Don't do that.
Yes.
But and you're gonna trim the beard
I'm gonna go skin tight.
Skin tight. Oh,
like a 0.
Mama Santiago.
tight. So
Mama
if you-
Santiago, big Wolverine fan this week.
Woo!
Yes.
I love it.
She said no.
No, because what is she knowing?
She doesn't want.
She doesn't want me to go 0.
Sinead, it's plus 20. It's minus like
Yes.
4,000.
I'm the one that's at stake here. Like, what
Yeah. So it's a bet. We're doing it.
Yes.
We're doing it.
Bang, bang.
Sinead's gonna go to North
Oh, here
Carolina
she
if it
comes.
happens.
She's coming. She's pissed.
We're doing it.
She's coming, guys.
Everyone hide.
Look at there's food open.
We're doing it.
Yes, this is happening.
Let's go, Rutgers.
You're more than welcome.
Jeez.
We're more than welcome.
We're
We'll
not
cuddle
gonna-
in a
Yes,
bed at
plenty
the
of
Win.
room.
Yes.
We'll get you a room at the Win.
Only if it's at the Win.
Done.
Yes.
So Michigan over 44. Oh, dude. Now, did you tell Sinead the story? Did you tell your mom the story? Did you tell your mom the story?
We're not going to talk about this. We're not gonna
The story about the bellhop.
No. We're
The
not.
bellhop.
That's what I was laughing.
Oh
No,
yeah.
no.
We're not doing it.
No.
We're not going to do it live.
Your
We're not-
partner?
Yeah, that's my partner.
That was the funniest shit.
Yeah,
ever.
and we're not going to do that live.
Yes.
But
Yeah, that was-
Eddie came out.
Yes.
On Saturday. So anyway, or Friday. So there, Michigan over 44. That's your blue chip. Number 2, Michigan at home hosting Rutgers. Next game, number 3, Texas on the road at Baylor. Totals 48.5. I don't like this game.
Really?
Yeah, I lean more towards the over in this game, if anything. But I don't like
Quinn, yours looks amazing.
third. He's third.
And Baylor's horrible.
Baylor's horrible. Line's only 14.5.
Still
Next
get the
game.
primetime spot too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's stupid. But anyways, next game, FSU at Clemson. We're gonna blue chip this game. Mr. Travis,
Who is playing?
who is playing
Yes.
He's
the Heisman.
He's playing.
He's
He's
He
playing.
got hurt last game, right?
He's playing the Heisman hopeful. -2 at Clemson. This is Florida State's year, and for this to be your year, this is the one team you got to beat. You're going to get Miami later on. We know that every year that goes back and forth. But this is the game you got to win.
Florida State offensive weapons are incredible. I don't see this even being close.
Florida State is the blue chip right here in this game. Florida State on the road, -2 at Clemson. They've struggled in this series. Clemson, we know, has dominated the ACC for the last 7, 8,
They've
9,
owned
10
for
years,
10
whatever it
years,
is.
Yes.
Florida State -2. That's your blue chip right there. The Seminoles on the road at Clemson.
Looked really bad against Boston College.
Oh, they looked.
That quarterback from Boston College
He was running all over him.
doing
Well, the game was
thang.
31-10. There was a turnover. Let's not forget.
Yeah.
I mean, Florida State had the game in hand. Then it got tight at
Yeah,
the
they
end.
just got messy.
This week, I think they learned. You have for Florida State.
You have to play perfect.
You have.
game.
This is the game you have to win. This is the game that this is. This is where you
Yeah.
can say now we're here.
Yeah.
Because you showed up last year, but you're not. You can't. You weren't. You didn't finish. You
Yeah.
didn't. You're not there. Now you're here. Yeah. Deion says we're here. Florida State's here. This is the game you got to win for Florida State.
Agree.
So Florida State -2. I love them. Blue chip in that game. Next is the number 5 USC Trojans
Yes.
at Arizona State. Arizona State's going to try another quarterback this week. He's already played. Arizona State's looked terrible. They were at home last year.
They're going to bring
last
back
week.
Jake Plummer, I heard.
They need to bring somebody back. They were at home last week. 3-point underdogs to Fresno State. Lost outright at home. They're -34.5. I'm riding the Trojan train.
Wow, that's a
Yes.
big number.
Giggity. Riding the Trojans.
Riding the
Oh, pause.
No pause. No pause. Trojans -34.5. And you know what? Let's take the over. Over
Bang, bang.
9-1 in their last 10. We had a
What's
loss
the first half on that?
the first half line's got to be like 21. Do you have that, Eddie Money?
18.5.
No, it's got to be at
Yeah,
least
he's
21.
22, I think.
Got to be at least 21. So we're gonna take that. We're gonna take USC over -34.5. USC and Arizona State over 62.
USC first half is -21, and the over under is 34.5.
34.5.
Yeah.
Over. We're gonna take also another blue chip. USC -21 first half.
Love it.
Miller Moss will be in that game 8 minutes into the third. 8 minutes into the third.
You've been spot on that.
On that Miller Moss. We should have a Miller Moss prop.
Yeah,
we should
come in the game.
When is he coming in the game?
That's
so
good.
USC, blue
Let's
chip
go.
for sure. San Jose State's driving the
Oh,
ball.
baby.
Look at the Spartans.
Look at the Spartans.
So USC minus 34.5.
Yeah, fucking Cindy
Over
Lamb over here.
62. So let me give you that blue chip again. We have 3 blue chips in this game. USC minus 34.5. Over 62.5. And I think SC is going to score 62 this week. And
Yes.
first half, USC minus 21. This game should be an absolute blowout. Caleb, 6 touchdowns in this game.
Bang,
He
bang.
should have 6 touchdowns in this game.
Prop bet.
Prop bet. If there's a prop for that, bang it. And
Bang
the
it.
Spartans are in.
Let's go, Sparta.
6-0 San Jose State to start off the
Yes.
night. It's always good for the over.
Look
There we
at
go.
special guest, Boomero, straight
Boomer,
out of Colombia.
Did you go and make these things or?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Boomer. I'll grab that from you in a little bit. Here we go.
That's
So
the
so
one.
we're drinking these cazadores,
Cazadores.
these palomas. I wasn't planning on drinking. Had
We're
one.
drinking.
We're drinking.
So
These
good.
are very good, by the way.
So good. Cazadores does
So-
a margarita and a paloma.
Caleb Williams, 5 touchdowns is plus 223.
Oh, I love that. Take that. 5 touchdowns. He might throw 5 in the first half. Throw money on that. And we had a missed
He
extra
missed field
point.
goal.
Oh, we have a missed extra point. 6-0 Spartans after 5 minutes and 15 seconds.
There goes the over.
Go
So
ahead. Go
we'll
ahead.
wait for our next game. We'll lead up to Logan now because we have 2 minutes.
Logan's is he already calling, Papa?
I'm about to call him right now.
Okay.
So Logan and the Bruins on the road at Utah.
Big
Huge game.
first game of the Pac-12 for UCLA and for Utah. Has Utah played a Pac-12 opponent?
They played Baylor, right? They
played-
played Baylor
yeah.
on the road. Baylor played them tough, and they
And
played
Florida.
Florida at home. Do we know if Rising's playing? I think he is. There was a line movement in
Really?
that game. I love Dante Moore and the Bruins. I know last week they didn't play somebody very good. It's 35-0 in the first quarter.
Oof, man, it was a track meet, but we'll wait. We'll wait till Logan comes on. We can't get
He's
into
expected to make his debut according to this.
Okay. So big game for UCLA. We're going to be cheering on for Logan for sure and the Bruins.
Yes. If you guys don't know, we have a relationship. Logan Loya started his career at Olu, dominated for 3 years, transferred to St. John Bosco, won a national championship in 2020, slot receiver, returns punts for the Bruins, number 17, got his first touchdown. Logan Loya, stud. How you doing, Papa? How's everything?
You there, Logan?
Hello.
Oh, we can't hear him.
Hello.
Did you punch him in?
Did-
He's in Utah, so
Utah. Give me 2.
that's in what, Provo, right?
It is Provo. Yeah.
It's almost Salt Lake.
Yeah. I've been to Utah. Beautiful, beautiful
Oh, beautiful
to
city.
drive through for
Yes,
sure.
for sure.
For sure. But their Coors Light is like 2.5.
And they don't open half the shit on Sundays.
Yes, true that. Ah, there he is.
So we're calling Logan. What's up,
Logan,
bud?
let me give
There
you
we go.
let me give you your introduction as you should.
Oh,
Logan,
I heard all of it.
Did
I
you
heard
hear
all
it?
of it. I was
Oh, I love
there.
it.
Yeah, I was there.
dude. So Logan, this is Logan's Lowdown, brought to you by Two Nobodies, Papa. Dude, first game of the Pac-12. You got Utah this week. We are, if you guys don't know, Logan, a slot receiver starting for UCLA, number 17, returns punts, got his first touchdown against San Diego State at the Snapdragon. What'd you think about Snapdragon, Logan?
I thought that place was pretty sick. That was awesome. They had they had all the students in one end zone, just completely packed out right there. It was awesome.
That's so cool,
Energy
man.
was high.
Yeah, you know what, man? I saw your touchdown live. Great adjustment to the ball, by the way.
Thank you.
Dante, woo, your boy Dante. I saw an interview that you did where you came out and gave them more information than you ever gave us, by the way. You said Dante is that dude. And I think it's safe to say at this point, although how many quarterbacks had touchdowns last week, Dante is everything that we thought he was going to be. What do you think about that?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, he's a star. You know, we've even though he's young, he's a star, and we've known that, and he's been able to show that. So super good.
How did it
Good for
feel?
him.
How did it feel crossing the goal lane, Papa? That was a beautiful catch. Man, my wife, we were jumping up and down like.
I sent him a message right away. He's like, "How did I just see this?" Probably because everyone messaged you after the first touchdown of the season.
Yes. I'm kind of
I don't know how I just saw that. It was crazy. I was going through it, and then there was like another section to go through, and I didn't even see it.
Too many messages, man. I love it.
I love it. Kind of pissed though, Logan. Like last week, everyone, it was like a touchdown for you, a touchdown for you, a touchdown for you. I mean, it was a track meet last week. I mean, it had to feel good. Quarterbacks.
Yeah. I mean, we were scoring within the first couple plays of every drive. It was, everything was clicking.
Yeah, it was like 35-0 and there were 4 receptions only.
Yeah.
It was Logan's probably already chilling on the sideline. He's got his cleats off.
Yes.
How many snaps did you get in last week?
I don't even think I got a lot of snaps.
Yeah, I don't think a lot of the starters got any real snaps after the first quarter in reality.
Everyone looked impressive. Atkins, the transfer, the running back, oh my God, he's huge. He looked great, and the speed showed. But this week, man, is the energy level and the intensity different at practice? First Pac-12 matchup. How's everyone feel in Westwood right now?
We're in Utah right now, but we are so excited.
Right. That's right.
We are so excited. I mean, getting to start conference play and then getting started against Utah, defending champs.
Yep.
Of the conference, so we are super excited.
And UCLA broke through the top 25. How many teams, Eddie Money?
8.
How many teams are in the top 25? Oh man, it just breaks my heart that they'll
all be gone next year.
This conference is. I mean,
it's
crazy because
let's all be good at the end.
Yeah. Oh man, but it's a testament to West Coast football. It's a testament to the quarterbacks, although Dante Moore's, I think, from Maryland. But the football, like I've always said, California's king in high school football. There's a ton of great teams here. Pac-12 is just popping their collar right now.
Yeah, killing it right now.
Yeah. You're playing the 2-time defending conference champions, the Utah Utes, and Rafa and I went to the conference championship. Those fans get rabid over there. It is going to be a crazy environment. When you guys practice, do you guys have the speakers going? How do you prepare for the noise level that you guys are going to face?
We actually did have speakers going, just playing, just loud, just, crowd music, if you want to call it, crowd sound, and just blasting it.
Yeah.
It's hard to prepare for that. Obviously, they're going to, it's going to be super loud.
Yeah.
But also it just creates excitement, I don't hear the noise when I'm on the field, but
you just
love it.
Locked in.
Let me ask you, as Chip brought up anything from last year's game when you guys dismantled Utah almost? Did he of course. He brought up some of that, and a lot of the guys were Dante wasn't there last year, obviously, but so a lot of that went into preparation. What you guys did last year for this week?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, look back, see what they did, see what we did, see what worked, see what didn't, and then applying that to this year, seeing what they've already done and stuff this year.
I'm super excited for this game. I'll be honest with you, man. I'm excited for 2 games. They're both in the Pac-12.
Yeah.
That other Oregon-Colorado game, which kicks off at the same time you guys do. So I'll be going back and forth, but I'm excited for you guys tomorrow. And I think you guys are good. I think you guys can pull it out. I'll be honest with you.
I mean,
go ahead. You already know who I'm rooting for. Yeah,
we know that.
Let's talk about number 15, Mr. Latu, because he is putting some numbers together. This kid is everything that everyone said he was going to be. He needs to have a big game this week. What's the buzz around the defense, especially around number 15, man? What do you got to say about that stud?
He's a dude, but we've known that since he got here. Since the first day he was here. Ethan Garbers, he actually told me, he says that might be the best defensive player he's ever seen.
Wow.
And that was because they both came from Washington.
Yeah.
So we've known that he's a dude, and he deserves to go very, very high pick in the draft this coming year.
I think he's going to have a huge game. He's super exciting to watch on defense. But let's go to your side of the ball, man. I mean, you guys have a ton of weapons. And
we do.
And you are a huge part of this thing. And now we're going into, is this game 4 for you guys?
Yeah.
Correct.
Game 4, Dante looks very impressive. He's very hard. I mean, he's mobile. He's accurate. Have you guys developed like a connection? I mean, how are you guys clicking, you and Dante?
Oh, we're clicking. I worked with all the quarterbacks in the off season, just over and over, repping it over and over with all of them. So really, I feel good with any of them. But yeah, Dante, I mean, he can swing it. You know,
Yeah.
Obviously, you guys have seen a little bit of it, and we'll see some more of it tomorrow.
Are your parents going up to Utah?
Yes, my dad is actually already here. He came like yesterday or something.
Nice.
And then my mom comes tomorrow.
Very cool. Very cool. What do you got, Rafa?
I'm just excited for tomorrow. And what's it like? What's the there's a ton of media, I can imagine, right? Kind of
said a ton
surrounding
of media?
Yeah, like media guys all over the place asking you guys a bunch of questions tonight, or no? Or is that kind of off limits on Friday night?
Yeah, not tonight. But at practice, after practice, the interviews and stuff, that's all normal. But no, not tonight.
Nothing extra for this week because it's such a huge game. In reality, you're playing the conference champs. This is a game where, it's going to the loser practically drops 5 slots.
What is Utah ranked, Eddie Money? Do you know
They're
right
in
now?
like 12 or 13.
11?
Oh, they're
11?
11. And you
11,
guys
yeah.
are what, 18, 19, 20?
22?
22,
yeah.
22 versus 11.
So it's a 12:30 a start, correct? Is it ABC? God, what's this game on?
ESPN probably.
Is it ESPN?
Or Fox, but it's in a huge game.
Man, we're so excited. You're finally getting you better get some looks, Papa. You tell Dante that 2 nobodies.
Said to feed you the rock.
Yes, especially on that
I'm going to tell him right after this.
on that zig route. You're gonna be wide open in the end zone, Papa. Let's go over that film again. I saw a couple interviews with Chip. He seems to be very excited about this team, man. I know you guys have some seniors, but he has a little pep in his step. Like he's very, very reserved usually, but I saw some interviews. He looks very excited about this team. Has he told you guys as much? I mean, does he keep it? Does he stay even keeled, or you can tell when he's feeling really good?
You could tell, but honestly, everyone in the program, we've been feeling good all year. So, we're feeling good this week. We're feeling good tonight. We've been feeling good the past weeks. We're ready to go.
So, I know you're busy. I know you have to go, but 2 nobodies need some sort of like signal. Like when you score a touchdown, I need you to like pull on your left ear really hard, or like tap your head.
How about a number 2 and a 0? For
Yes.
2 zeros.
Yes.
There you go.
Don't get a flag, but you can put 2
nothing
nobodies
wild.
up.
Yeah,
Yes.
there you go.
Like 2 nobodies, or like go tap your head twice and rub your belly. Maybe rub your belly.
Maybe pull out your belly a little bit.
Yes.
Like that.
I'm not. What do you think? Is this a possibility, Logan?
Oh, 100%.
Oh,
Yeah.
we'll clip the shit out of
come
that.
up with something. We'll come up with something.
We'll clip the shit out of that on a punt return touchdown in the second
Ooh,
quarter.
Punt return touchdown.
Let me ask you something real quick. Sorry.
No.
I know you're on the offensive side of the ball. Has the defense prepared for Rising? It looks like he's starting. Have they announced that to you guys?
They haven't announced it to us, but we prepared. Defense is prepared for whoever is going to come in the game, no matter who it is.
Uh-huh.
So they're not okay. They didn't focus on one or 2 guys.
No. We're interested. We'll be interested to see who they play and how they do it.
Okay, so I got to ask you this because I've never seen UCLA do this before. The gold socks with the gold cleats. That was crazy. Was that? Have you guys ever done that before?
Not to my knowledge. Not while I've been here.
And everyone had the same socks and cleats on. Is there? I mean, what uniforms? Anything special? Like, give us a little inside. Are the gold cleats coming out again? Are you guys going white jerseys, powder blue jerseys?
Those are for the home games. The away games is the white.
Okay, so you're going white. What are we doing with the cleats?
Are we getting gold cleats again?
Not this week, sadly.
Oh man,
Did the guys like them?
Yeah, I think they look good with their jersey. Honestly,
They look great,
Dude,
I think you guys look.
It was
great out there.
so freaking different. I was like, "Whoa, check this shit out."
Yeah.
Yeah, if I put up
Yeah,
34
I thought
points
it
in the
was
first quarter, I'm wearing the same shit the next
Yeah,
week.
you know what?
Literally the same shit. Like, don't even wash it. Just run it back.
Yes. What? Why wouldn't you do that? I would go gold socks, white cleats. At least wear the socks again.
hey, that's a combination right there. I haven't thought of.
Yeah, let's
I might have to say something about that.
And you guys have the Nike logo, right? I mean, do some, man, with the jump man.
Jordan.
Dude,
Jump man.
Yeah.
do you guys? So I know football players. Sonny on the wrestling team gets 6 shoes. As a football player, like a gear day. Is gear day just like Christmas morning? How many Jordans are you getting? What does it look like on gear day for a UCLA starter?
It's beautiful. Our travel shoes, there's some Jordan 1 below.
Team issued Jordans?
Yep, some blue and black.
Oh, man.
It looks tough. We got all black jumpsuit for our travel gear.
I like
It
it.
looks sweet.
Hell yes.
I like it. Eddie and I got to get some of those for our.
Yes.
The weekend you play SC, I'm wearing one of those.
I just
100%.
you guys sideline in the full tracksuit.
I'll wear the full. Sit here and wear a Bruin helmet that week if you
Yes.
want. Put it this way: if you're undefeated, when it gets to that SC game, I'm gonna sit here and do the show in a helmet, in a Bruin helmet.
I know you don't look, one game at a time, but we are trying to get to that UW game, and I'll go get a jump man, freaking black. I'll try to sneak on the field.
100%.
Yes.
Oh yeah, you could blend in with us for sure.
Yes.
I'll also have his helmet on. He's like, I'm with the linemen.
Yeah, Chip is like, I'm
I'm
the
the
fullback.
fullback.
I'm the fullback. 2 fullbacks right here. Walk-ons. Little walk-ons. So you guys are at the hotel. I know you need rest, Papa. Thank you for joining us. Logan's Lowdown. You don't disappoint. We are pulling for you, Papa. Let's get that big dub. First Pac-12 dub. Bring it home. And don't forget, if you get that touchdown, I want a 2 nobodies, either 2 and then rub the stomach or something. You
Give me
Or,
something.
you know
baby.
the Beyonce thing where she flips her hands. You can do it with 2, just 2 fingers.
I
Hey,
like
I
it.
don't know about that one. Hey, look for the 2 taps.
I love it. I love it,
We'll
man.
be watching tomorrow. Good luck, bud.
Good luck. Thank you for joining us again, Logan. We love you. Good luck tomorrow. Get some rest, and we'll be watching.
Man, of course. Thank you again for having me.
No
Take
problem.
care, guys.
Have a good night.
All right, see you guys.
All right. That is Logan's Lowdown. We promised we'd bring him on every week. This is a big game, Rafa.
Oh, it's a huge game.
We can't give a pick for this game. We're under obligations, whatever. But we can say we love.
Yeah,
The
Bruin,
Bruins.
I'm excited for that game. That's going to be a great game. All Pac-12 games are going to be good this weekend, except for Washington, Cal, and SC, and if Stanford somehow playing. But I didn't even look that far.
Yeah, they might have canceled the
So-
program
I
already.
missed the question from Renee Flores.
We apologize
what
to
is-
Renee.
Renee, what?
He's a big Bruin fan. Always disappointed with the crowd at home. How was the campus vibe with the start?
Off. That was a great question.
That's a great question, Renee.
Come on. Renee, we want to apologize.
I'll fire myself.
We're going to fire fucking Eddie Money
Eddie
himself.
Money, get outta
for
here.
that. No, not yet.
Show over.
Not yet. We got plenty of college football. So check out the Bruins at Utah tomorrow at 12:30. It's going to be an awesome game. Cheer for Logan.
I'll
Even
tell
if
you
you're
what.
not a Bruin fan, cheer for number 17, Logan Loya.
If UCLA comes home with a dub, that campus is going to be.
Oh, it's going to be insane.
Yes.
And I think they can do it. Dante's looked great.
He's looked really, really, really good. So
Let's jump back into these picks. So we're going to go to the Big Ten. where you got number 24 Iowa at number 7 Penn State, Lions 14.5. I hate anything Iowa as far as football for them. I can't watch it.
So Richard Dice sent me something this morning that blew my mind. Do you know that the offensive coordinator at Iowa, they're contractually obligated to score more than 25 points or they'll get fired? They have to average 25 points.
Fuck,
God,
they need to try harder.
Dude, I've never
I've
heard.
never seen a game where Iowa they scored 25 points.
I've never heard.
Last week they backdoored to cover.
Okay, yeah, but they got lucky. They're down 14-0.
And they backdoored to cover, though, which was impressive, to be honest with you.
I have never heard of anything, and Rich said it to me, so it must be true, right? I mean, come on.
If Richard Dice sends it, 100%.
He's never wrong.
He's never wrong. Never wrong.
Never lost. We need to take a. Okay, I'm gonna play this, and we'll see. We'll see if this.
Holding.
The Iowa coaching situation is the most interesting thing in sports right now. You might be asking yourself, why are they running a spread offense when they could be kneeling the ball up 34-10 against Western Michigan? No, it's not to cover the 27.5, but there's a clause in their contract. Brian Ferentz is the OC. His dad, Kirk, is the head coach. If they don't average 25 points a game on offense,
His dad will fire him?
the OC gets fired.
By his dad?
By his dad.
That's fucked up. That's a great father. That's
That is a great
That's a
father.
great father.
Hell to the metal.
The most interesting thing in sports right now.
you
You
played
might be
it, guy.
asking yourself, why are they running a
How insane is that?
What a great dad.
Well, I mean, Ferentz is a like he. There's statues of him. He's been there forever, and Iowa's been. I mean,
So his son's the OC.
his son's
He's
the
gonna
OC.
fire his own son.
Yes, you better score some
That's-
points.
I don't believe him.
This
I don't
game,
believe him
this
at all.
week,
Prove it to me. Prove it to me. You fire your son.
this week,
They went 5 wide.
Would
when
you
they were
fire
up.
me?
I would fire you. Yes, that's my
100%.
job.
Are you kidding? You 100%.
You wouldn't fire me.
I
Yeah,
would.
yes, you would.
If
Look
you know,
at him.
You know how many times I've wanted to
He
fire
didn't even call you by your own name.
Okay,
of course he would fire
If
you.
we're up 34-0 and I'm not covering 25, you're gonna fire me next
You
day?
just said 34-0. You're good. Like,
Yeah,
no,
you were
no,
good.
He wants you to cover every
34-10.
game, though.
34-10.
so there's a narrative of Iowa that they can't
They
score.
can't. They literally can't.
They can't.
So, I mean, you heard what I heard.
Fuck a narrative. We've
You know,
seen it.
Give me
It's
the under.
in-
Give me the under in this game.
It's
It's a
in-
low under,
it's
by the way.
40.
Is that right? 40?
How does
you
that
kidding?
how does that make it out?
Check when I was writing it.
How does that make it out into the public? That should be. I mean, that's crazy.
It's all right. I don't mind it.
Because
I like it.
It influences games when they're blowouts. He has to score so many. So he's going to try to score as many times because it's average, not per game. So if he's playing, Our Lady of Perpetual Blindness, he's going to try to score 80 to try to average out. I've never heard anything like this.
I like it.
And it makes it even more crazy that it's father and son. That's funny. Yeah.
I like it. I like it.
Well, thank you, Richard Dice, for that.
But this week,
gem.
they're at Penn State. The total's 40, by the way. And you still like the under. The line's 14.5. This is a stay away game for me.
We saw Penn State against Illinois.
I told
terrible.
you. I
They
told
look
you.
terrible.
They have
That
a
was
couple first rounders. Number 4
On
is
defense.
on defense. He's the third ranked quarterback
give me the
in
under,
the
please.
whole entire class. Number 4 is like a shutdown corner. They also have a linebacker and defensive tackle. Penn State has dudes.
By the way, it's moved to 38.5.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
It's dropping?
Is it snowing?
It has to be.
It's fucking September.
There's no 38.5
It's Iowa.
for Penn State.
Is it?
It's at Penn
Iowa is
State.
insane.
Yeah.
Dude, 38.5. Wow.
Okay, now I like the over.
Yeah.
Do you really? 3-0 seems like everybody's getting
Well, we
fired
know
in this bitch.
Iowa's going to try to score.
Well,
His
Penn
job's
State
on the line.
looked terrible on offense.
They both
against
look bad. This
Illinois.
is this stay away game.
Yeah, I'll not.
Stay
Yeah.
away game, these ugly Big Ten games.
Yeah.
Next, we have Cal at number 8, Washington. Michael Penix has now moved behind Caleb Williams as the two top dogs for the Heisman. They're both still Caleb plus 350. I think Michael Penix is now at plus 440.
Shador Sanders has to be in there
he's
somewhere.
The top 4 is Ewers and Hartman's at number 4.
Really does.
Oh, yeah.
I love the spread here, by the way.
20.5 against Cal. Over 59.
I like the over too. But Washington on offense, they look unstoppable. Like, they have guys on the outside. They all look amazing.
The only thing that bothers me about Washington, I'll tell you what it is. I hate teams when they line up. They line up fast, and then we're fucking looking over at the sideline for 15, 20 seconds. I can't stand that. When you bet a team to play the over like that, I can't stand
It's
it.
not so.
Yeah,
so
they're like,
offense-
so all the dumb fucks are looking over like, bro, why are you lining up? Like, I can't
lining
stand.
up fast in the waiting
I'm
for
like,
the
oh,
call
they're
to come.
flying. Nope.
It's a big and Penix has been in college football and they're not trusting him. So the offensive coordinator is up in the box. He's reading and then he's changing the play. That's what it is. And I hate that too. I hate it. Let Penix play. Let him cook. He's a smart quarterback. He's going to the NFL. Let him read his own defense. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, the over.
I agree.
I don't know.
That's
but
high school
spread,
shit.
I like
Bosco,
I like them
a bunch of
covering.
teams. That's high school shit. Come
Here's
on,
a
man.
game I stay away from for me. The total's for sure wrong on the Oregon Colorado. You got to double check that. So the next game is another huge Pac-12 game. We got a lot of heat for the Dion thing. Thanks to Rick Flores.
Hater. Yeah, everyone
Yeah,
blames
we're
you.
a hater.
Rick is the one who said it.
I'm a racist.
Okay, but he also emphasized it.
Oh, I emphasize the shit out of it.
Yeah.
And all sorts of comments. Oh,
Are you gonna go back on that post and tell everyone I told you so if it happens?
no, I don't do that.
I might.
Okay,
I might.
Can
He
we
might.
pre-make? Can we pre-make a clip that if they do win, that I can post on Monday?
We 100%.
What are you going to post? If who wins?
Whatever you want to say.
Rafa
if
will kick
Oregon
me in the
beats
nuts,
shit
and
out of them.
then you put a buffalo head on me, and then Rafa kicks me in the nuts, and he'll be a duck or something like that.
Has to
Because
be
he
right
said
now, guys. Has to be now. Not has to be now.
no. Oh yeah.
So Colorado at Oregon. Oregon's
It's
minus
69, by the way.
it's 69. The total 69.
Oh, actually, moved it to 70.
The move to 70. The line is Oregon minus 21. Oh man.
Renee
Dude.
Flores. Renee, are you still out there, Renee? Let's get a prediction. His daughter goes to Oregon.
Oregon, I think, is gonna steamroll these dudes.
Okay, but like by 21 plus.
Dude, by 24, 30. I think they're gonna roll them.
I
You
disagree.
watched this team play Colorado State?
I watched Oregon play Texas Tech, and they looked bad against the
And
He
Texas
looked
Tech.
really bad
were on the
against
road.
Texas Tech.
That's fine, but it's Texas Tech.
Bro, this game is at home. All the hype is behind Colorado. All of it. All the hype is
21
behind.
though, that's a lot of points.
This team barely squeaked by Colorado State.
I agree with
They
you.
played a horrific first half against Nebraska, where Dion came out at halftime. He's like, oh, we didn't execute, blah, blah. You couldn't execute. You got lucky that Sims was horrific for you to score those 13 points.
Fumble,
They haven't
interception.
impressed, period, except for the first game. And like I told you, they had 3 months to prepare for that game.
Yeah.
The second half of the Nebraska game, the defense said, fuck you, we're not playing. Bro, they played a sensational first half.
They did.
And now you're missing Travis Hunter. They played Colorado State at the end of the day. They almost lost that game. Should have lost that
should have
game.
lost that game.
Shador had an amazing drive from whatever it was, the 3 or the 4.
The
and
two.
the 2, whatever it was. It was a great drive. No doubt about it. You're still playing a team in Colorado State that's not very good. They had 3 wins last year, if I'm not mistaken.
At home.
And you were at home. You're going to go now to Oregon, where, dude, that Duck's going to be doing push-ups
Outson is
out there.
insane.
Like, you can have Michael Irvin on the sideline, but that motherfucker ain't playing, and he's
Yeah.
not doing push-ups like that Duck.
So is this a blue chip?
Oh, 100%. 100%. Oregon minus 21 and over 70.
That's
Oregon
over
minus
70.
Over 70. Oregon's going to score 49.
Oh my! Please.
Oregon's
clip
going to
this.
score 49. You're going to clip this. I don't care if people talk shit. I don't care. I don't read I read 2 or 3, 4, 5 comments.
I do.
And
Oh,
then
no.
Eddie will
Here's the
reply.
rest. Here is the
Eddie,
rest.
Eddie will read the
refreshes
rest.
every other second.
Eddie, and he's like,
Who's talking shit? Who's talking
yeah.
shit?
Stop talking about my partner like that.
Here we go.
partner.
Here comes the partner talk. Dude, I don't think the team is very good. Shador's played good.
Yeah.
He's had great moments. He's also had the Nebraska game.
He had like 50 yards in the
And
first
then I
half.
love how people, Nebraska's defense is so good. Dude, they played Minnesota the week before, and last year they gave up 27 points a game. That team isn't very fucking good. Okay, and you scored 13 points because you were able to turn over Sims. And in reality, you weren't even able to turn him over. He dropped he dropped
he did it
balls
on himself.
He did that all by himself. You
Pick
didn't
by himself,
You
like-
didn't cause that.
He threw a pick to a defensive player that there was not a
Not a
player
soul. There
within,
wasn't a
like,
soul there.
7 yards around
It wasn't
him.
like the pick Travis Hunter had in week 1.
Yeah, where,
where
like,
it was
that
a
was fine.
phenomenal
Nowhere, yeah.
play, right?
Yeah.
That
And
was
then you're
fire.
you're gonna be missing Hunter this week. So I don't know.
On offense and defense.
Yeah, and you're
That's a great point.
on both sides of the ball. That defense, not very good.
Yeah.
They gave up a ton of points to Colorado State. They gave up a ton of points to TCU. You're playing Bo Nix and the Ducks this week. Bo Nix, who's been playing for 37 seasons in college.
He's 38 years old.
He's 38. He's played since he was born in college.
Bo Nix is older than Jimmy Garoppolo.
So I
born in
love
college?
Oregon. What do you got?
do you
Anybody?
got?
CJ is in here talking smack.
Let's hear it.
let's hear it.
Because his auntie and uncle. Go
So
ahead.
he said the Buffs will upset the Ducks. Texas Tech is a bad team that should have beat Oregon. Oregon is suspects. Go Buffs. Oregon squeaked by Texas Tech, who will finish bottom of the Big 12. He said Rafa's lost it. Shador is second behind Michael
he's
Penix
going
in
off on
passing.
you, Rafa.
Now Colorado leads the nation in pass attempts. They pass 67% of the time. Does Oregon have a strong DB core?
They don't need a strong DB core when that's the guys you're facing. They barely beat Colorado State. Is he out of his mind?
Yes.
What game did you not watch that game? The game they should have lost.
They should have lost that game.
Thank God they didn't lose.
That last drive,
I feel a side bet coming on here
Oh, yeah.
between CJ and Rafa.
100%.
Side bet.
There's no way.
That
There's,
last drive.
Tell him, CJ.
Oh, here we go.
Oh!
That's not nice.
let me hear it.
So CJ, a part of this show. CJ also let me promote Cut the Noise political podcast, an arm of the Two Nobodies. By the way, love the first show, CJ. It was great.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
I can't wait for the next show. Tell everyone how to find Cut the Noise.
Cut the Noise Politics on Instagram. Also, Cut the Noise on Spotify. Our link tree is in our Instagram bio. And yeah, man, we talk shit and talk politics. Let's go.
Well, I'm gonna cut you loose. You guys go at it. You think the Buffs are gonna win? What's your argument? Because I don't see it. But tell it off on what you think.
So Oregon has all of this hype off of this 81-point game against their little brother, Portland State. And then they go and face not even a good team, a decent team in Texas Tech, and struggle, had a miracle comeback in the fourth quarter. They should have lost the game. And I think Oregon's pretty suspect. I think Colorado goes in without Travis Hunter. And I think Shador, they pass 76% of the time. He's going to go on and throw for another 400 yards. He's second in the NCAA behind Michael Penix Jr. in passing. So I think he just throws crazy on this Oregon defense.
I have so many weapons, but I'm gonna let you handle that shit.
So you're going to bring up a game that they played on the road where there were only 6-point favorites, number one. So it's not like they went on the road and they were 21-point favorites. Or they weren't at home like the Buffalo were last week.
They play Texas Tech.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't
It
matter.
does matter.
No, it doesn't. You were 6 point. They were only 6-point favorites
Herb Street picked Texas Tech.
to win that game. They were only 6-point favorites. The numbers fucking matter.
Forget about what Herb Street picks. It's Oregon on the road versus Texas Tech. They should have both raced those.
The line was 6 for a reason. The line last
my
week,
goodness.
Colorado at home, minus 23. They barely won
Anybody
the
knows
game.
how I feel about Vegas.
Yeah, they barely won the game. Sorry to tell you, but Vegas actually runs this sport, which is why there's football on.
This is what I keep telling him every week.
He doesn't
He's like-
understand.
He's like, the lines don't mean anything.
The
They
line
mean
means everything. The line means
No.
everything. Sorry to tell you, but when ESPN puts out their power rankings, guess who people go by? The Vegas power rankings. Vegas has their power rankings. Guess what? When you're a 23-point favorite and you barely win at home. Oh, and the other thing that leading up to every game they've played so far. Listen, every game they've played that they've led up this week, there's always a chip on our shoulder. The sunglasses thing, the fucking comment from one of the coaches at Nebraska, the lead up to TCU. They will get annihilated this weekend. They will get annihilated next weekend by USC. They will lose to Oregon. They will lose to Oregon State. They'll lose to Washington if they play them. They'll lose to Utah. This team, listen. By the time Thanksgiving rolls around, the only motherfucker they're gonna have on the sideline might be Sterling Sharp, because Shannon ain't even showing up.
I can't wait for them to beat Oregon this weekend. I can't wait for them to go to USC and beat USC
Well,
next
they're at
weekend.
home. They're at home against SC.
Wait.
And SC,
I can't wait.
Listen,
I hate that you like SC in that game, by the way.
I love SC in that game. Are you kidding?
I don't like
These
SC in
guys
that
don't
game at
play
all.
defense. These guys allowed 30-plus to TCU and Colorado State.
It's gonna be offense versus offense.
And
USC is winning that battle.
There's
I
not
don't-
even a question, guys. It's not even a battle.
I don't think so.
It's not even a battle, that game, man.
I think it's much of a battle. I think Bucks go out and beat Oregon this weekend.
So, what are you willing to put on the line, CJ? Because you can't come on.
It's your bold statement,
That's
man.
a bold statement, man. What are you? I mean, what are we doing? Are
we doing the third part of the face? Is that what we're doing?
No, I think you have to run for a Democratic seat or something.
You have to enter an election as a Democratic candidate.
Yes.
That's
like
so
that.
good.
That's
Yeah.
great.
so good.
That's great.
Yes.
That's so good.
By the way, CJ, I just want to let you know, Luke is in the comment section. Colorado's gonna get roughed up, and he just called you a fool.
Whoa.
Whoa.
That's your partner.
Guys,
that's
guys.
your partner. That's your
Is-
partner.
Is that your
Well,
partner?
Luke is wrong. Whenever Luke and me argue, Luke is wrong like 100% of the time. So he's going to be wrong this Saturday.
Wow.
Well, it's a huge game.
I
Now
love
it
it.
gives me even
This is
more
great.
reason to watch it.
What's the bet?
What's the bet?
Yeah, Eddie Money.
Pie to the face. Pie to the face.
Are you
We can do. I'm doing pie
Pie
in the face. I'm willing to do it.
CJ
Pie
Pie.
in the face, baby. Let's go.
Hey, no, I think so. CJ is part of the Bosco staff. I think you should get one carry for Rafa at fullback at Bosco
Against Modern Day.
against Mater Day.
Feed me the rock against
Yes.
Modern Day, 100%.
Yes.
Get me on the sideline for just.
Fullback dive against
I just want to
Modern
be
Day.
on the sideline for the Modern Day game.
Oh yes.
With a headset on.
That's good.
With a
That's
headset
good.
on. With a headset on.
With the headset.
I'll take this one. I don't give a fuck. I'll take this
It's
one.
not connected. It's not connected.
I'll start walking around with the cord.
It's not connected. This is the cord.
Okay.
But anybody's got to be able to walk behind me and hold the cord.
Yes.
Oh, no, like this is the science. Like this is the science.
Yeah.
Behind Rob.
At this
I want
point-
arrows.
At this point,
You know
if you're a varsity player and you're hurt, you don't even get up to be on the sidelines. I don't know if that's gonna happen.
Oh,
I
man.
want you to put orange oven mitts on too, and just start doing this shit.
All right, so pie to the face since you can't get us on the sideline for the game.
What kind of coach are you?
Jesus.
You know what? This guy doesn't like pasta. It should be a pasta pie.
Oh, you know what? You know what? You should have to eat.
Rigatoni's.
You should have to eat a fucking pasta right here on camera.
Yes.
Yeah, there you go. No, we'll do pie to the face.
Yeah.
If Colorado wins, I'll take a pie to the dome for sure.
I love
By
it.
the way, CJ also earlier said that Washington is the best team in the country. He called Utah to win the Pac-12, and he stands on it. But Michael Penix Jr. is the Heisman frontrunner, and the defense is suffocating. By the way, Heisman.
You need
Caleb
to-
Williams the frontrunner.
Listen,
Well, Caleb Williams is a front runner gambling wise. I think he has to be undefeated for him to win it back to.
He has to have a better season than he had last season, and I don't know if he can do that.
He's already on pace to do it. The problem is if he doesn't go undefeated, there's no way they can give it to him back to back.
Yeah, and it's also the fact that they need to basically be in the playoffs, and
Yeah,
his
yeah.
defense isn't good enough to get there.
We'll see. But
yeah.
pie to the face, it's on and popping.
Yes.
We got a couple bold statements by these dudes against Tom.
Rutgers. Let's go,
These dudes on
Rutgers.
camera.
Yeah, dude. Cut the noise. Is fucking talking shit,
Yeah, we got a
man.
lot of shit
Luke,
going
Luke
on.
also said not partners, lovers, fake ass coach.
All right, CJ, thank you for calling in,
Thanks
brother.
for calling in, CJ.
See you later, bud.
Yes, sir.
You get a pie to the face, my friend.
Show of the year.
Oh man. So anyway, so
Man, hold on. I
we-
need the time to like. Whew. That was
regroup
intense.
from
Yes,
that. Yeah,
yes.
let me have a drink after that.
That was awesome.
Paloma.
That was freaking awesome. CJ is not afraid to put his neck out there. I think he needs to back off the gummies. Maybe go to half a gummy instead of 5.
So Oregon, I like Oregon minus 21. I like over 69. Eddie Money says it's now 70. I love that game. I think we're gonna see a shit ton of points, but I do think Oregon pulls away with this game. So next, Arkansas at LSU, another blue chip. Jaden Daniels tied for 8th right now in Heisman. He had that loss to Mr. Travis in Florida State early in the season. Last week they rolled. They play Mr. Jefferson and Arkansas at home.
Yeah.
4 p.m. kick. So that's going to be, second half will be under the lights there in
Jaden
Baton Rouge.
from Rancho Cucamonga was dropping dimes to number 8.
Oh, for sure. I like the over in this game. Over 54.5. Arkansas put up a ton of points last week and lost a tight one there.
Yeah.
LSU and Arkansas over 54.5. That's your blue chip. Next, we have another top 25 matchup.
Big matchup.
In the SEC this time. Lane Kiffin going up on the road to Alabama against Nick Saban, and he's going to start Milroe again this week.
Greenville, Alabama.
He's going to bring him back. The line 6.5, and the total sits at 56 right now. I think the total's moved. I think the total was at 55. It's now 56. I actually like the over in this game. I like the over. I think Alabama's offensive coordinator needs to get his shit together, and he will this week. I think they're going to – Ole Miss's defense isn't very good either. I think Alabama pulls this one out.
There's so many undertones to this game with Lane Kiffin and Nick Saban. This is – don't let them tell you anything different. This shit's personal as F. I mean, these guys do not like to lose to each other. Kiffin thinks he can snatch the pebble from the master's hand.
Oh, he believes the shit out of that.
Yeah, he does. And he's like, I made you look like a genius. Sarkisian made you look like a genius. Bill O'Brien made you look like a genius. And now you don't have a quarterback or weapons. And now look at you.
Yeah, I think this is going to be... I still think Saban owns him. He owns him. I still think they win this game.
You think there's like a tag on...
yeah, he's got 100%.
Like he has a chip in his neck when
when Kiffin
strays away.
Do you think it's a close game, or do you think they cover?
I think it's within that 7 margin. I think it's going to be in the high 20s.
Yeah,
it's gonna
maybe
be a
even
good
to 30. I think so. I think it's
How do
going to
we
be.
watch? We got to go to Ojos Locos and watch all these games.
I will be working tomorrow, so
slate.
it's an amazing slate. This is a Vegas slate.
This is a Vegas
slate for sure.
This later birthday a week.
So this is a Vegas slate for sure. So Ole Miss at Alabama over 56. Alabama's minus 6.5. I like the over in that game. If I'm gonna bet it, that's the game I like.
No blue chip though.
No blue chip. Next game, 2 Pac-12 teams, both in the top 25.
Pac-12.
DJ.
Pac-12 stacked.
Oh, there's 3 top 25 games in that. You have Oregon State minus 3 on the road at number 21 Washington State.
Wazoo, baby.
We're gonna blue chip DJ and Oregon State Beavers this week.
I love it.
On the road minus 3. Last week I think they had a tough showing. They still pretty much dominated the game. I think.
Yeah.
It's just the offense didn't do what it should have. I think this week's gonna be different. Oregon State minus 3. That's your blue chip on the road at Washington State. They're number 14 in the country.
Shout out to Jackson Jones, who goes to Wazoo. Go Cougs!
Not tomorrow. Just not tomorrow. Next, another blue chip, and I love the Boomer Sooners.
Yes.
Oklahoma minus 14 on the road at Cincinnati. Over 57.5. I'm riding with the over for Oklahoma again this week. I love Dylan Gabriel. He's 6th in Heisman voting right now.
Big numbers.
He's putting up huge numbers. That offense doesn't seem to be having any issues. They had a kind of an issue a couple weeks back with SMU. They still won the game and covered. Oklahoma's 3-0 against the spread to start the season. They've looked great. Over 57.5 is your blue chip here on the road at Cincinnati. Next, North Carolina minus 7.5 on the road at Pitt. This, I think,
Such
is
a trap game.
I think it's a trap game.
Big time trap game.
I think it's a big time trap game
That
for
spread's too
Drake May.
high.
I think it's 7.5. I think is too much. I think we need to
They
be.
always struggle with Pitt.
Oh, yeah, always struggle with Pitt. 7.5, I think, is tough. If you need to bet this game, shoot towards Pitt taking the 7.5. Duke
Duke.
another ACC team in the top 25. Number 18, they're on the road at UConn. 21.
Terrible.
UConn's terrible. 21.5 is the line on the road. Still Duke. We had them
Talking
blue
about
chip
this quarterback maybe sneaking into the first round.
sneaking in. He's sitting in it.
Yeah.
He's already in it, I think.
May be.
He's they've played well. He's looked good. Duke's looked very good the first 3 weeks. Minus 21.5 on the road. I'm not taking anybody in that game. Number 20, another ACC team, Miami, sitting at 3-0. They're at Temple on the road, minus 23.
Man.
That's another big line.
That's a
for that.
line.
Big line on the road. We'll stay away from that game. This next game, though.
Bang that bell.
Number 23, Tennessee, has at home against University of Texas San Antonio. minus 21.5.
The Roadrunners.
The Roadrunners. This game opened at 20. That's a touchdown, Spartans. That's a touchdown, San Jose State, which was our live pick here before the game started. San Jose State's now up 12-10, probably going to hopefully make this extra point. But anyways, Tennessee at home, minus 21.5. The line opened at 20. Tennessee, I think, is going to have a statement game this week. They had that tough game against Florida last week, and everybody, they lost to Florida. Florida's beat them now 16 of 18 or 17 of 19.
And that's like a very emotional game.
Oh, it's a huge game for those two schools.
That's the biggest rivalry right there.
That's their biggest rivals, vice versa. I think they roll Tennessee minus 21.5. I love them to roll in that game. And then to round out the top 25, Charlotte at Florida, number 25. Lions 28. This is one of those stay away from this game for me.
You don't need to bet
So
this
we
game.
missed one game. I thought you were saving for the end. But we have Ohio State, Notre Dame.
Oh, that's the game we're doing.
Okay.
100% saving for the end.
Yeah, so this is right here for me. This is a huge game for Notre Dame. They win this game. I think if they win this game, and they host SC this year,
Yes.
Sam Hartman wins this game, and he beats SC, I think he jumps from number 4 in the Heisman. Granted, he plays well, right?
Yeah.
If he plays well, and I think he will this week. Last year, Ohio State won this game at home 21-10. Okay, so
Without a quarterback.
without a quarterback. Now they're getting 3. We're going to blue chip the Fighting Irish of Notre Dame at home with Sammy Hartman, 6th-year quarterback Sam Hartman.
Out of Wake Forest.
Out of Wake Forest. He's number 4 right now, and I think he's the best value at Heisman right now at plus 1,000 because he has big games coming. And if he performs in those big games, he can rocket right up.
This is what Sam Hartman came to Notre Dame for.
100%.
This is what he came for, to show that he is an upper echelon quarterback. He's been nothing but spectacular all year. I think they have very good weapons at tight end, receiver. Their offensive line has a couple first rounders on it. I haven't been impressed with Ohio State's quarterback play. This is a heavyweight matchup. I'm not going to go either way on it. I will bow and
So now, for Notre Dame as well, they're catching. I want to say they're catching Ohio State kind of in an off year.
They don't look good.
They haven't
I've
looked
watched
good.
them every game. They don't look.
They
good.
haven't looked good. And they have arguably, there's actually no doubt about it, the best receiver in college
no,
football.
Marvin Harrison should have transferred
Jr.
to SC.
Oh, God. And we're not doing
Yeah,
that.
not doing that again.
We're not doing that again. We could show that
Just
clip over
saying.
and over, and you guys trying to convince me of it. But
Just saying.
other than that, they haven't looked great.
No.
Both coaching staffs are really good, but I think Sam Hartman will outshine
Oh, man.
Ohio State this week tomorrow.
How do you go to work, Rafa? I
I got to work.
I might stand on your shoulders and watch the game. I don't know how we're going to do this. We have to watch this game.
So, what time is that kickoff? Is that a
It's a
4:30?
late game.
How is this game?
No way. is it
Not
a
that
late game.
ABC
Right?
4:30.
4:30. Is this
4:30.
game on ABC or is it on NBC?
Well, Notre
This
Dame,
game's gotta
Notre
be-
Dame usually on NBC,
But
but
they're home.
NBC.
Or they're away?
NBC, Notre
I
Dame.
mean, this
yeah.
is where ESPN should have been.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's NBC.
I know, but
Notre
God,
Dame, NBC still has that contract.
I understand, but Jesus Christ, at least show up there
This
and then
is
fly
the
out.
game. This is the game of the week.
Yeah, both teams. So you got the 6 and the 9. There's 2 top 10 teams. Notre Dame, they're catching Ohio State. I believe in kind of an off year for Ohio State, just like it's an off year for Alabama, we can say.
Yeah.
And at least it's looked like that so far, 3-4 weeks into the season. So Ohio State fans, don't get your panties in a bunch. Talk
Gabe,
about,
Does Notre Dame come out in the green jerseys? How sweet.
you got to do it tomorrow night.
Dude, they gotta break out those green jerseys tomorrow.
I would love for that to happen.
That would
Those
be.
are the best jerseys in college
Oh
football.
man, when they come out with the green,
That's a bold statement.
That's
That's a bold statement.
It's a bold
With the,
statement.
with the gold chrome helmets, beautiful.
Oh, yes, I agree. So, blue chipping, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and Sammy Hartman, +3 at home. I think they win this game.
Is this your best bet of the
Oh,
NCAA?
no.
Give your best
My best bet of the NCAA is FSU -2 on the road at Clemson. This is the year that Florida State says, hey, we're here to stay.
And then Drake May beats their ass and says, "What's up?"
Drake May hasn't looked very good. So we will say that. So Notre Dame at home hosting Ohio State, huge game, and they win this game. And I think Notre Dame's going to be right there. And then they got SC coming soon. They'll have a schedule where if they're undefeated, even with one loss, not a championship of any division, any conference, but you can say they're going to be there at the end.
Yeah.
Especially if they can win this game. And I love Notre Dame. I love that game. For me, there's 3 marquee games tomorrow. UCLA, Ohio State. UCLA, Utah.
Big game.
Oregon and Colorado.
Huge game.
And this game. These are the 3 games for me. And then maybe on the back burner, the Alabama and Ole Miss game, just because they're both ranked.
Yeah.
Oh, College game day will be at this game.
At this game? I thought somebody said they were supposed to be at Texas Baylor.
Well, so there's the Big Fox.
I just searched it up.
Oh, it's there. Okay. All right.
Okay.
So
Where's Herb Street going to be?
Oh, he's going to be.
By the way, CJ, the fact that you don't care what Herb Street has to say says a lot about you.
Oh, let me tell you something. Since we are a gambling show
of record.
So there's a guy I follow. Very, very, very. He very good gambler. Knowledgeable. You know what he says when he goes, and it's kind of stupid. People are like, oh, that's not knowledge. Makes a lot of sense. When he goes, I watch ESPN, and when they do a piece on a team, I'm betting the other motherfuckers because they do them winning.
Oh man.
Hey, the guy.
That's actually a great point.
It's like an 82% according to what he was saying.
Really?
ESPN's full of dummies.
Dummies.
It's true. That's a fact.
But that's one of his strategies, by the way.
That's crazy.
So I hope nobody on the board tomorrow has nobody on the board pick Notre Dame, please.
Pick all our picks.
Nobody.
If they pick all our picks, rip your tickets.
Yeah, it's over.
Rip your tickets.
Luke said CJ is hitting on Herbie. Might need a new partner.
That's what I'm saying.
Also, Renee Flores says Oregon State sneaky good.
That's right, Renee.
I like it.
Renee's a mentor.
We got a lot of Pac-12 fans. We are on the West Coast.
Of course, the year that they're
and
leaving.
the year that they're all leaving.
And they're so good.
Sucks.
Want to do an NCAA parlay?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do an NCAA parlay. Bye. I'm 2-0 from last week, so who wants to start?
We lost, Eddie, so it doesn't matter what you did.
No,
we
it's a
fucking
team
lost.
It's a team
game.
It's a team.
Listen,
He's that fullback that scores a touchdown. The game was 49-7.
I did it against Bosco.
And he goes home.
I did my part.
I know
He
what you
goes
guys
home and he
scored.
goes, Mom, I scored a touchdown.
Did you win?
It was 49-7, but I scored a touchdown with 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
1990 on the road, Alamany versus Bosco.
He knows this, by the way.
In Bosco Stadium.
Oh, here we go, Polk High.
Quarterback gets hurt. I go in at quarterback.
Dog.
We're getting our ass kicked.
No.
I drive down. It's 40
He's
to
all
nothing.
pumped. He's all pumped.
Quarterback sneak. Ed Santiago gets into the end zone, close to Bellflower Boulevard. I spike the ball. And then someone points out the scoreboard.
No, they did it.
And I said, I didn't give a fuck. And then he pointed out, look at the scoreboard. I was like,
Was Richard on this team?
No, Richard was on varsity as a sophomore.
Oh, okay.
I was a star. I played like 8 positions that game. Nose tackle.
He was the Magic Johnson of fucking
He backed the
JV.
ball to himself.
Literally, I played quarterback, nose tackle, outside linebacker, and safety in that game.
Oh, God. He got one of those batted balls and caught it and ran it.
40 to 7 is crazy.
I did throw a horrible interception.
Oh, is that what made it 40 to nothing? I doubt it.
That might have been the 47 to 7. I still scored, baby.
Oh, man. He had an Al Bundy moment. You guys don't know who Al Bundy is, but you know who Al Bundy is?
I lost
Polk
my
High.
Bundy? Hell yeah.
Polk High. So let's.
gave the chest.
Oh, he did. He busted Superman. He busted the Cam before Cam.
I might have thrown gang signs. I don't know what
Oh,
I
my God.
did. Yes. Yeah.
Just
Full-blown
to random
gangbang.
people walking
Yeah.
on Bellflower Boulevard.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, he's sick. Just leave
Did
him
you see
alone.
what I just
Park
did?
across the street.
Did you see what I just did to your
Oh,
ass?
look at this. Look at this. This is going to be a fun game tonight.
Nobody.
Oh my god.
Go Spartans.
Such a
So
college
listen,
dog.
we're going to do.
Fuck.
Yeah, you missed out on that, huh?
Yes.
You don't need it. You're good.
Oh yeah. I know
Yeah.
that.
You don't miss out on nothing. Let's go. We're going to go at two Nobodies college parlay. We gave you our NFL one. We're going to give you our college one.
Yes.
Give it to me. Who do you
Who
got?
wants
I'm
to
gonna
go
go
first?
UW with the spread.
UW.
20 and a half.
So Washington minus 20 is 20 and a half?
Yes, sir.
20 and a half. What do we got? Eddie Money.
Ole Miss plus 6.5.
Ooh, that's a bold.
I love
statement.
it.
You got something for me, Gabe?
Oregon State, Washington State. I'm taking the over.
Oh my God.
Love it.
I love that.
I love that pick.
That was actually my second pick.
Eddie?
Well, you guys took both my previous picks. I'm gonna go Notre Dame
+3.
Wow.
plus the freaking points.
All right, and I'm going to go Tennessee -21.5.
Bang bang.
I'm hammering all these, by the way.
Oh, shit.
NCAA Two Nobodies group parlay. Let's break it down. What are
Go, baby,
Eddie
go,
Money's already
go,
putting it in Bovada
go.
already.
Oh, go.
Look at
Stiff.
this.
Oh.
Stay up.
Come on, Sparty.
What do we got? Break it down.
So I had Ole Miss +6.5. Gabe had Oregon State over.
I had the Huskies
-20.5.
-20.5. And then Rafa.
Tennessee and Eddie had Notre Dame.
And I had Notre Dame. I hate that I had to take that, but that's
I think we all have pretty good bets there.
great.
Then again,
Jacob,
I'm
thanks.
biased.
Thanks. Bye-bye money.
Pretty good.
Bye-bye money.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
also going to be 100 to win 2,400. A +2,400
That's
parlay.
a face mask.
That's a face mask. We got it. Jacob's got money on the Spartans as we went while we were on. We told you to bet the Spartans in the over. We're halfway to the over, and we have 5 minutes in the first half. We know it can all fall apart.
Yeah, also be at +2,400.
+2,400. We got a
Both of
5-teamer, both at +2,400. I thought you were going to do Notre Dame money line.
Well, I
That
want
would have pumped the numbers. Probably like a plus, I don't know, 2,900.
Give me the fucking bell.
There it is.
Notre Dame money line touchdown.
There it is.
Jesus Cristo.
Hey, touchdown, Jesus.
Yes.
What do you got, Eddie Money? Adjust the numbers, baby. Give it to me. Eddie's
I'm nervous.
+3,000.
+3,000. So we have a +3,000 parlay.
2-1 essay.
Post it, Eddie Money.
2-1.
Send it to Lock Hubbits.
2-1 SA.
I think that's what I did in Bosco when I won.
When you scored that touchdown?
Said 2-1 essay.
Speaking of Bosco, real quick, I don't know if any of you guys saw this, but
Oh,
they
we saw.
lost
We
to
saw.
Kahuku.
Yes.
Hawaii. I was there for the game.
Who modern day?
You went to Hawaii?
Yeah, that's why I was over there.
Who modern day dismantled the week before?
Yeah, Modern Day
Really?
whooped them 55-8, and then Kahuku beat Bosco 23-30.
What happened?
You know what? It
How
doesn't
does
matter.
A lot of stuff.
Is that true?
It should have
The
never been that
refs.
close.
It was
should've never been
23
that
to
close.
30.
Listen,
The
it
fucking
should've never
refs
been that
didn't
close.
allow 30
Listen.
points.
Gabe, it doesn't matter because everything we all know the only games that matter are two games.
Yep.
Bosco Mater Dei for the league championship,
Yep.
and then Bosco Mater Dei for CIF,
Yep.
and that will be your national champion.
Yeah,
Even with
Even with the
loss?
loss, yeah. Even with the loss, they would have to beat them in the regular season
Yep.
For sure they
to
have
make
to.
that. But
And Mater Dei has to go to Bosco this year,
Yeah.
which
We're going to be at.
will and Rafa will have
the end zone.
Rafa
Rafa's
will
gonna
have
have-
We're going to that?
Rafa will be in the
headset,
booth.
and Eddie
We're
will
going
be
to that, right?
Eddie will be rounding the cord.
Are we going to that shit?
We're going to that.
Oh, we're going to that.
In the end zone.
We might do
Coach's
the
gear.
podcast in the wrestling room.
Touchdown, San Jose State.
Bang,
1910.
bang.
1910. San Jose State Spartans. We're at home +6.5.
I told your ass.
Well, it's early. It's early, but that was our pick
We
for
didn't
the
tell
night.
nobody
Okay,
nothing
Zach.
yet.
Yeah, we ain't told
Okay,
nothing.
Zach. Okay, Rafa.
Rip the ticket. Rip the ticket.
Let me fist bump all you guys
Yeah.
to really kill.
Okay, so
Bet.
earlier we were having this big thing on the Raiders Steelers. I just text Luke.
Oh, now Luke wants to make a bet.
Luke wants in on this?
I want to cut Luke's long hair.
Oh, wow. That's a big bet.
Yes.
You're going to have to cut
and
a
I'll
lot
attach
more.
it. I'll attach his.
You're going to need a... You're gonna,
He's on now.
what's up, Luke?
Luke,
Hey, you boys can hear me?
I'm not
Yes,
your
sir.
father, Luke.
Oh, dude, you're about to be calling me daddy after this. Week.
Oh,
Wow. Like that? Oh, Eddie's got a fifth son?
yes.
Or
Yes.
you got a new daddy, actually.
Yes,
Eddie
yes,
got a new
yes.
daddy.
I didn't know you're from Puerto Rico, Luke. So, Luke, how can you have these 100K balls after you have seen Mr. Canada and Tiny Hands Pickett and Najee Harris, who should...
The slowest running back in the
He
league.
should be in the XFL, or he should be in the fireman LAPD game after how he looks.
Hey, hey. So I will say this: Matt Canada is the most underqualified offensive coordinator in all of football. Like, I was listening to one sports radio show. He got fired at
Wisconsin for the exact same thing, and the Steelers are like, you know what? Let's bring this dude in. So
That's pretty crazy.
The offense is abysmal. I'll give you that. Right now, it's rough. I think the one thing that we do have going for us offensively this week is we got 100% healthy Freiermuth, and it's like I'm a freak. I go on all the chat rooms and everything. It's sounding like Najee Harris is going to be taking a step back to Jaylen Warren this week, which I love. I've been saying Jaylen Warren should be the starting running back for the last 6 months now. I think Jaylen Warren's much better. Just the dude runs, he just goes for it. Where Najee is going so slow and he's so weak. And dude,
is he more of a between the tackles running back, or he just has more speed, quickness, explosiveness?
He's just lighter on his feet.
Yeah.
So he's very similar. And I'm not, obviously when I say this, people are going to go like, oh my God, how is he making this comparison? He's similar to the way Le'Veon Bell ran, not in the terms of patience and stopping, but he's so light on his feet that when he does see that tiny hole, he's able to exploit it. If you watch the first 2 games, and in the 2 games he started last year, he's averaging between 5 to 8 yards a carry, where Najee to this point and all of last year is averaging less than 5. So I think the decision's been clear since the second half of last season. The Steelers need to do what similar to the Cowboys did last year in putting Jaylen Warren as the primary back. He's better as a receiving back. I like him better as just his explosiveness. He's someone that Kenny can rely on a lot more, where Najee just plays so timid. But then when you need to get, a yard, 2 yards, put Najee in to get those ground and pound yards, similar to what the Cowboys did with Pollard and Elliott last season.
Oh, man.
You know what I'm doing? Yeah, I'm giving you more fucking rope to fucking hang yourself over here.
He fed you
My
rope?
God.
Listen.
You did this about a month ago. Michael Brown lost his fucking mind. Listen,
He was dying to see you here last week, that he was here, just to talk to you about how bad the Steelers were. And that was after 1 week. This week, the offense looked like shit. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game because number one, the Raiders' defense sucks, and not a high-scoring game. I think it's going to be in the 20s.
I think the final score is 24-21. I think that's what we're looking at.
And you think Pittsburgh's winning this game?
You guys have a better shot of winning if you just put TJ Watt out on offense and defense and him do everything. The Pittsburgh Steelers is TJ Watt. They have to. I love that you win it in
Dude,
depth.
Can you name another player on your defense that you're paying $50 million a year to suck ass? Please, I'd love to hear another one.
On my defense,
or someone on off. Yeah, on your defense. Where's Chandler Jones? Where's Max Crosby been?
Hey, Marcus Epps has been pretty serviceable. Okay,
let's stop that right there. You stop right there, Eddie Money.
No, we have no one on defense.
No, nobody's saying they're good on defense.
We're horrible on defense.
But at the end of the day, both teams are 1-1. The Steelers, their 1 win was ugly. The Raiders' 1 win was ugly.
I'm counting, and you just said it, Luke. I'm counting on Matt Canada to run sweeps with your fast running back and run outside the tackles, because you know where the Raiders suck is in between the tackles. No. You need to Najee Harris needs to run the ball 32 times in between the guards and tackles. That's where the Raiders are weak, and if you guys try to outspeed us, that's where you're going to lose. And I'm hoping Matt Canada is as underqualified as you just said he is.
So what?
Matt Canada's a bum. He's a bum.
So Luke, your prediction is 24-21 Steelers.
I think it's 24-21 Steelers. I don't think this game gets out of the 20s. I think both offenses are so ugly right now. I think you can especially say that for the Steelers, but I was talking to, who was I talking to? It doesn't matter, but I was talking to someone about the Raiders game with Buffalo this last week. You guys might be the best team when it comes to the script in football. Your first 15 plays.
We talked about that. We talked about that.
Fact.
Yeah.
McDaniels doesn't know how to adjust.
And all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you find Devontae and all that. You play beautifully, and then it's like you forget that you have a top 5 receiver in the league.
Top 10.
And it's arguably a top 10 running back in the league. Like
top 12.
Yeah. It's bad.
Rafa's adding insult to. He's putting salt in my wounds right now. Listen,
So Eddie thinks they win this game in overtime, by the way.
22 to 21.
Overtime. 20.
That's impossible in
22.
overtime. So
Yeah, what the hell?
Impossible?
22?
22-21 in overtime,
Has to be
absolutely
23,
impossible.
like has to be a 3-point victory or a 6-point victory.
Yeah, so,
25
oh my
to
God.
22.
Oh my God.
In
25.
in
Dude, what are these
OT.
numbers you're giving me? Oh
Well,
my goodness.
Listen,
God.
you want me to play water polo with you tomorrow or what? I mean, you want to see?
Hey,
Okay, this is
Rafa,
the bet.
I need a
we
bet
got
here.
a big game tomorrow. I need you. I need Rafa, I need you and Eddie. I need your sides. We got a big game tomorrow. CIF preview game. I need both of you to play center guard for me.
I'm in.
Who
I'm
do you,
in.
who do you have?
Perfect.
Who are you guys playing?
Just tread water.
We're playing Oceanside. Hey, really quick, we just
Wow.
played today. We played the number 3 ranked team in our division. We're D4, right? We played number 3 team. We're ranked 12th. We played the number 3. We beat them 9-8 today, boys.
Don't be afraid to call them
Attaboy.
out. Who are they? Who
Call
are
them out,
they?
baby. Let them know.
La Habra. Fuck La Habra, man.
What's the mascot? What's the
These are
mascot?
like the Seraphs or some
The
stupid
Highlanders,
shit.
the La Habra Highlanders.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck the
Bro,
Highlanders.
I'm walking
Granada was
out of the
Highlanders.
bus right now. I'm walking out of the bus right now with my boys. They're feeling good. They went 2-0.
As they
My
should.
goalie right here. They're feeling good. Put my fucking windshield wiper down. What do you think you're doing?
Love it.
Imagine Luke is your coach. And
I
he's
fucking
like,
love
yeah.
it. I love it. You sound like me.
Luke, do you have to wear a Speedo walking up and down the sidelines as well?
Like baseball, right?
Have
Baseball
to.
coaches.
Have to know, but he does.
I voluntarily do it.
Luke,
Speedo and a clipboard.
Luke, we love you.
Well, we got to figure out a bet for this game. before
Yes.
you-
Luke,
Yeah,
what's the
let's
bet?
figure out this
What's
bet.
the bet?
Let's figure out this bet.
What is it?
I
Say
hate.
it.
I feel it's obvious what I have to do.
What is it?
I feel like I should be wearing Speedos with water pillow.
Please no.
During the show?
Please no.
No,
100%.
no.
Yes.
Please
Shanae's
no.
gonna come and be like, no.
just at
no,
the end. Just
no.
at the
Hell
end.
no, not at the end. The whole show.
No way. There's
This is your team.
There's West
You have-
Nile.
That's crazy.
There's West Nile in Downey.
We'll drip you in anti-mosquito. Bro, you have a tattoo on your arm of
Put
the
a zapper
Raiders.
on your body.
And this man is talking. He's probably got a tramp stamp of the
Well, then
Steelers.
you better have something good for his ass because my shit's
Gotta cut his hair.
yes.
Gotta cut his
Yes.
hair. Gotta cut his hair.
Yes, that is yes,
That's equal.
that's equal.
Boys, what are we talking about here? Oh my God.
I'm just saying. Put
or,
your
or opposite team tattoos.
Oh my god.
It's a lot of shit talking going on. It's a lot of shit talking going on.
I don't make the rules. I don't make the rules.
I could hide that shit anywhere. I can do tattoos. I'm good with tattoos.
No. What's the bet going to be?
I'll just add.
Luke, what are you comfortable with?
I'll
and we'll figure
just
out.
add Steelers
Hide the face again.
of buns or of buns of Steelers
Buns of steel.
of Steelers.
What are you comfortable with, Luke? And then we'll figure out.
Oh,
for Eddie.
wait. I think Luke has a like a real helmet, Steelers helmet, because we had it as a prop. So next week,
Signed by Ben Roethlisberger.
so if the Raiders lose when we cover NFL, you have to wear it for the segment.
Wow. Will it fit Eddie?
Yeah, I'll fit.
We have a Devontae Adams, but that yeah, it was not a real helmet.
They have like a thing in it.
Yeah.
What do you
All
think?
right, how about this? How about this? How about
On
this?
his podcast.
Oh, you have to wear a Raider jersey on his podcast, and you
And
have,
be on camera. In a
Okay.
Republican
But you have to
podcast.
talk- but you
and you
have-
have to watch it with your mom.
But you okay, but Luke, you have to talk like a cholo during the whole cut the noise.
Yeah.
Like
With the Raiders, yeah.
these stupid,
Yeah.
stupid Democrats, they're tripping.
Yes. I like it.
I like
Dude,
that.
I came from Montebello. That's all I heard the last hour and a half.
Oh, man.
okay. So he should do at least like a 5-minute segment during his podcast of him talking like that, and you have to wear his Pittsburgh Steelers helmet for NFL
for
segment. next
NFL
week.
segment. That's
But
pretty
he's
good.
got to add something else onto that, though.
He's wearing a helmet.
He's
for
wearing a helmet.
What are you gonna say?
His
It's a
face.
Steelers helmet. You have to talk like a cholo. You went to Bosco.
If I'm going to wear the Raiders thing and,
No, you're not going to wear the Raiders. Oh, yeah. Raider jersey, and you got to talk like a
but
cholo.
Raiders jersey, bandana, lokes.
No,
Some
accent,
lokes
but
on,
the
yeah.
bandana
Yeah.
and the
Cortezes.
jersey and the
And you gotta be like, welcome to Cut the Noise. That's it.
I like it.
Yeah.
That's fair to me.
That's a great bet. I
all
like
right,
that bet.
but then he's got to wear the Steelers jersey.
and act
I
like a.
want to see.
back.
I want to see Eddie in a speedo for the first segment of.
No.
Wow, no. That's a
Helmet's
lot.
enough. Helmet is enough.
Yeah.
Helmet is enough,
Speedo
Luke.
and helmet is crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Speedo
Yeah,
helmet,
the
jersey
Speedo is
combo.
like for a haircut.
Yeah.
That's
Speedo-
100%.
The Speedo is haircut.
A Pittsburgh Steelers Speedo would be crazy.
Oh, that's
Easy
shit.
over there.
Whoa.
Gabe? Jeez Louise.
All right, let's fix. What are we betting?
What are
Come
we
on,
doing?
give it to me, Luke. Give me something even.
I think the jersey.
All right, I like the jersey swap. I like that. Let's do the jersey swap. And if the Steelers win, if the Raiders win, I'll do the Cholo talk. I'll come dressed. I'll have my flannel only buttoned at the top with
Oh, I love
the white
that.
T-shirt.
Fuck
and all
yeah.
that
Only
shit.
for 10 minutes. Only for 10 minutes.
You wear
Yeah,
the Raider,
no,
the
I get
Steeler helmet, and the jersey
Yes.
For the
Yeah,
for
that's fine.
NFL segment.
That's fair.
for the
Perfect.
whole NFL
Perfect.
segment.
For the whole NFL segment.
I like it.
Perfect.
All right.
We got a deal, man. We're gambling
All
this
right,
week.
Guys, that's good.
Good luck tomorrow. Dominate.
Go get them.
Thank you,
Thanks
boys.
for hopping on, Luke.
Hey, boys, I love the show. Love the show. Everyone else, tune in to Cut the Noise. We got episode 2 dropping this week. We got episodes 3 and 4 coming out the week
Love it.
after that.
Episode
We
1 was
appreciate the love.
fire. Good job.
Eddie, Rafa, we appreciate you for giving us this opportunity, boys. You guys are the best.
Thank you, bud. Have
You're
a good
the
one.
best,
Fuck
Luke.
La Habra.
Later, boys.
Fuck La Habra. Let's go.
All right, man. I think that concludes episode number 49.
Feisty show.
Feisty.
In my opinion, show of the year so far.
This is a great show. That was a great
Energy.
show.
That was a great show.
Energy. I said this morning that we would dedicate this to the Clink. And if you guys haven't seen already, we are dedicating this show. And we will not forget you, Clink. We love you. We cannot express enough how much that you've meant to all of us. I'll say it one more time. Go visit thepc.works. Go buy a shirt. Go buy a sticker. You will never be forgotten, Clink. Thank you for your service. You are a hero, and we love you. And anything else you guys have to say?
Yeah, on that, if you guys order a shirt and you don't want to pay for shipping, you can request to pick it up at the Santa Clarita Sheriff Station or at the Palmdale Sheriff Station, and they'll have it. And they'll let you guys know when it's there to pick up if you don't want to pay for shipping.
Yeah.
So those should be out in about a week. He said 10 days.
Hawks, anything to end up?
I think that was a great show. I think Ryan got the show of the year.
Ryan
Which I
got
think
our
was
best
meant-
effort.
I will have to say that's my statement as well. He got like 2 or 3 side bets, some great call-ins,
Yeah. Really
What
good
a show,
energy.
loads of
guys.
blue chips.
I tripled that. That was a great show. I'm glad to be a part of it.
Go
Thank
Fins.
you, Eddie.
Shout out Gabe for the Dolphins jersey.
Shout out Gabe.
Fins up.
Play the music, Papa.
Go Fins, baby.
Cheers.
Thank you guys. Ryan, we love you. You will never be forgotten. I promise you that.